do work.
My goodness!
It is all about you today.
Get a load of that
Welcome
cat.
to the Meat Show.
It's all about her. We're
it
just
out.
here to stream this cat on this map.
That's
That's it.
reasonable.
That's all. That's the whole show.
Howdy, everyone.
Well,
Welcome
for
back.
like 3 hours.
Let's do our audio check while we still.
Oh my goodness, what a little lump.
Dakota, would you please?
ULUNE.
Sure can.
In the meantime, I'm going to hand around the 3 cutest little creatures.
Ah.
There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3.
Ah. Gross.
Oh.
The pose, the power, the meat.
Oh,
Three
power.
swords. The meats. The meats.
Excellent.
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I still need to finish that many, huh? Right.
It's so good.
Audio check.
I'm entirely whelmed. This is perfect.
You're not overwhelmed. You're just whelmed.
Just whelmed to the
I'm not
perfect
underwhelmed at all.
Oh, right.
It is perfect.
perfectly whelmed.
Perfectly whelmed.
Hey, boyfriend. Hey, boyfriend. Hey, boyfriend. My boyfriend. My boyfriend.
As a first
Oh my god. He has been painted.
He's so pretty. Pungent yellow.
Pungent
gold.
Pungent gold. Food fight? Probably. Oh
Good.
boy.
Good.
I don't know.
Good.
Yes!
Yeah.
We
I
are
can
live,
hear
baby!
noises!
A minute and 37 seconds in, we have made it.
He's so stabbable.
He's so
He's so
stabbable.
stabbable. He's got that little like.
He is. I'm playing pretty stabbable.
He's got that like the wrist.
Very shankable. 10 out of 10. Would shank again.
That is indeed the drop your arm sling to the side and skewer in that you used to catch it.
Right in the kidney.
Welcome back, everyone. Sugar Spice Everything Dice. Game of Cones. This is our 7th episode!
Yay!
To those who have their headphones in, I'm sorry.
I'm
Not in the slightest.
They're not sorry. Anyway, we're going to do our little episode summary, and we're going to pick right back up. This is a group based in a world where Roombas run into things. No, that's all worlds.
You know?
What
That
a
is silly.
terrifying place.
Where food is sentient. This is a continuation of the Crown of Candy from Dimension 20. This is what would be a spin-off if we were to be so bold.
Unofficially, of course.
Unofficially, deeply unofficially, we have no licensing. Please don't pursue us.
I don't feel like Brendan Mulligan sues people.
No, he seems rather chubby.
Yeah.
I think he's rather nice. That being
He
said,
does come off that.
That being said, the group Sugar Crash are on an expedition with the forces of Candia into the new lands of Western Candia that had appeared on wish of the Lord Consort of the Dairy Isles, the Duke of Freezyburg, Lee and Wilhelmina. That's probably the best way of putting that. They've had quite the adventure so far. I'm not going to summarize all of it. See the previous 6 episodes. That being said, last time.
On Dragon Ball Z.
They do.
Goku died again.
No! Rip.
They entered the Chocolate Village and had quite a bit of a time of sneaking around in broken little parties. They found Sir Sheridan and unfortunately also Sir Laurent. Long since
Rest in
named
peace, you
Peeps.
stupid
Yes.
motherfucker.
Pieces.
Pieces. Talks got themselves in a bit of trouble. We don't have Talks anymore, but Talks did provide quite the distraction of the Golem and the Chocolate people. They did survive, as did everyone else. The distraction being the Golem, and the solution being a group of Gordians, pumpkin people, who have been up here for an indeterminate amount of time.
They did not. They gave us a suspiciously low amount of information.
They said specifically, no, I didn't kill Sir Laurent right off the bat. And I think that's suspicious as hell.
Don't be suspicious.
Why are you accusing me? I'm not accusing you of shit, sir.
So they, Sugar Crash that is, agreed to host the Gordians for the night back at the camp. after charming and stealing all of the items of pungent gold, the king of Fructera.
I'm sure we'll never see again.
King.
So it
King
will
in
never.
air
The king
Have
of
consequences.
fruit.
And we had some morning chatter about the camp. And it was clear, this is again from the previous 6 episodes, it makes no sense to anyone else, that the Banan-knights were indeed sent here by Emperor Amathar Rux, even if they were a little hot to trot on the call to action.
What can we do?
Where were we? Because the end of our episode is kind of blurry.
I remember the most.
Back to camp with us, and they carried L'Orange? No,
No,
carried
they carried
Sheridan.
splits.
Carried Splits and Sheridan.
Yes.
Who received the letter from King Amathar? That
Emperor Amathar.
Emperor.
That would be the one who wrote the letter to
Saccharina.
Saccharina, and therefore got a response from the Emperor, which was Tangerine.
So I assume that you would be the most aware and most suspicious of the gourds. And what time would it be now? Would it be still that night? when
I
you
do
invited them?
believe
I
we
think
made it to the next day
we made it to the
because
next day.
Jacoby was
Sad.
speaking to Sheridan, and
Breaking the
Kavanaugh
news.
had secretly dropped a little bit of healing in there while Jacoby was being rather weepy the previous
So
night.
weepy.
Was so weepy.
He was so weepy.
Now you're very confident. You're a great healer. You
I'm
definitely healed that person. It wasn't.
I'm
anything
so
else.
glad that at least you're alive.
You don't get to die. I can't deal with the noise of the tears.
Darn tootin'.
Alrighty. I think with this too, we wanted to send off talks for
Yes, you
That's
had
a
planned to
good
send
Buzzybrook.
Tox off with Splits and the injured to Buzzybrook. We had some discussion back and forth whether you would send like part of the Tartguard or part of the Banan-knights with them as a escort and security detail. But we didn't get quite to the bottom of it before we were like, well, it is 2:59, so we'll just figure that out later.
I would vote we send some Tartguard
Yeah.
because,
Yeah.
well, as easy as it is for us to utterly, effortlessly overcome the Banan-knights, the Tartguard are worse.
we
They
can
would not
spare.
last long now too.
Sparing
I
them
worry
is
for their
anything
statement. I worry for their survival.
I would say insert here the heartfelt goodbye.
Yeah. We don't have. We're warming back up, folks. There is Tox will soon now be departing,
Sad.
along with Splits.
Sad.
To not at all suspiciously go to Buzzybrook, the place that they needed to go this whole time that they've been lobbying on for about 3 episodes.
Wonder why. I'm sure their boss
I'm
is
sure
in
it's
genuine danger.
fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
There's no one is worried. Are you worried? I'm not worried.
Not a
Is anyone
damn
worried?
bit. He's probably being honest.
He seems like an honest fellow.
Definitely.
This whole time, no way it would be
Totes.
bad.
Absolutely.
There's a second secret game. It's just the 2 of them playing.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Very secret.
We'll
Yeah.
get more downloads and commit.
Oh my god.
Is that what also being streamed?
Yeah, come on.
Is it metagame if we watch our stream?
Yeah.
No, please watch our stream and tell your friends to watch our stream.
I do watch it so I can be like, as I continue my notebook, I go back to like get the details and the names and then draw their locations once I hear the descriptions again.
That's beautiful.
So then I can
That's
make a
pretty great.
nice thing at the end.
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get a kicking chicken. What's the plan for the day?
All
Plan
right.
for the day.
So we need to have a talk with the Gordians.
I'm not sure that's the best route. So I think I busted into your tent and I was like, hey, don't trust these people.
I think so, yeah.
We ended the last one.
Uh-huh. So what do we do if not talk to the Gordians?
I would say speaking with them is not necessarily bad. Trusting any words out of their mouth would be, but seeing what those words are out of their mouth tells us something very important. What nonsense they would like us to buy.
This is true.
Could give an insight to their motivation, or at least their goals, perhaps.
Hosting them, however, there are only 3 that we are aware of.
That we are aware of.
That we are aware of.
Then such relevant information might be, so how many are you? And where are you camping? What are you doing here?
What are your goals? Intentions.
Where was this quartet of beautiful individuals?
I would
I'm
say
assuming this is
in our own little camp.
We were in.
It was in we were in the medical tent, or what we had constructed to be a
A
medical
larger
tent.
medical space.
Yeah, I'm imagining this is shortly after the tearful goodbye of Talks and the Tartguards and such.
Mhm.
Well, not all the Tartguards, are they? I don't know.
We give them some tart.
Some Tart.
You
An
could
amount.
give them. There are 10 in total. You were given 5, and actually, there would only be 9 because one of them perished at the
Oh.
palisade. So there were another 4 that had gone. Would you send your brother Cure off with them as well?
Oh,
Cure is a good security guard.
very yes. Can I judge how many hit points Cure has?
Cure has more hit points than you.
Okay, that's reasonable.
He is very large.
Very large.
Maybe he stays for now, simply because I don't know what the fuck is happening with these other beefy dudes that just rolled up.
Yes, they do appear to be rather beefy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just the
beefy
2 of them.
boys and a dude on a horse.
I hiss at the horse. Cats hate cucumbers.
Good morning.
It's cucumbers.
I would like to say that during the night, absolutely Kit Kat went specifically to their stable where they put the cucumber horse in order to hiss and talk shit at the horse. Listen here, you piece of shit. Nobody likes cucumbers.
I actually think they're
Nobody likes cucumbers.
okay.
Kit Kat, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. Adding your wisdom mod.
Wisdom save on the horse.
Just gonna eyeball my -1 to wisdom and wonder how similar these stats are.
My wisdom?
Just a straight up wisdom?
That's a 19.
That is a 19. Would you rather this be medicine or nature?
Medicine is the wisdom's one. I think nature is intelligence.
Nature.
Nature?
Yeah.
This cucumber horse is fucking dead.
I'm
What?
talking to a dead cucumber.
Quick,
It's dead.
Undead?
It's dead. No, it's not
It's just
moving.
dead.
It is dead. It has died in the night.
What the fuck?
Why?
Oh god.
Why is this dead? Well, good riddance anyway. But why?
I'm disturbed.
You were heckling it, and it was clearly just lying down asleep. But you know that a 19 nature says that this is not a living horse.
This is in fact a dead
This
horse.
Oh,
you
God.
could beat it, but you shouldn't.
Oh. Oh jeez. I
Okay.
feel like this is even more suspicious.
This is a little bit more suspicious.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like this.
I don't like it. It's a bad omen, but I'm good and happy from
Can you tell us about this? I think
Yeah,
I'm
you tell
asleep.
us.
Absolutely. Absolutely, I would tell. I would tell them of more suspicious stuff. I want to have a word. And then
We want to
upon
make sure the horse
further
is
investigation, it was totally not 2 hours of me doing this.
After you finally took
Your
a breath.
entire watch.
You took a breath and realized it happened.
That their one steed is dead.
There is the smallest chance, if you had rolled truly under a 5, that you had killed it with your insults.
We can all cast vicious mockery now. This is how you develop your powers.
Exactly. I want to. I guess if Jacoby is a part of this.
I mean, I think we'd all be in this little
If
medical
you wake us up
Yeah.
saying, "Hey,
This is
dead horse,"
Hey, dead horse.
Oh shit! Let's wait, Jacoby. I think wait the core group. Not the brother. I don't think he knows how to be. Neither is Jacoby, but we need an autopsy specialist.
I guess you wander into Jacoby's tent. So I want to say, you wander into Jacoby's tent. They are just a pile of faceless sludge. Your fingers sink directly into their flesh. Then you see kind of like sleepily a face, 2 eyes open within the jello, and like look at her, it's like, what is?
I have more questions than I did a moment ago, but we also have a small, not actually
Still like
more
strings of
serious
honey sticking to your fingers.
medical emergency. How do I get you off of me?
And just like you see, like quickly, just
My
like
knee.
shape. Oh, I'm so sorry, terribly sorry. A human-shaped blob starts to forming, and then like clothes start forming over that, and it's just
That was your skin. the
very
whole time?
unsettling.
There's just crystallized honey.
Yes.
How does that help you get warm?
It's for decoration.
If you
It's
add-
more for modesty's sake, really.
but it's still your skin.
Yes.
If
It's
you
not
add-
very cold out here.
if you skin a jacket,
Yes.
does it change it? Later, dead horse.
Okay, dead horse. What's
Dead
the
horse?
matter with one of the
Yes.
Meeps dying?
Kit Kat. So
Is
in the
the-
night,
It's Kit Kat.
Which one of the Meeps died?
the combo horse.
Oh, it's a combo.
It is dead mysteriously in the night. I wish to know why before someone starts talking big game about meat poisoning.
Oh. Just slowly eyes narrowing. I'm not sure why that would be a suspicion, Kavanaugh. But
You're right, that would definitely not be a suspicion of Kavanaugh. Before somebody gets angry about the horse dying, we need to know
Alright.
what is wrong.
Of course. And
I'm going to wake the cat.
all right. So
The dead.
I believe first of all we should not tell them that the horses died before they've realized that the horses died, just in case it somehow comes back to life. And this is normal for cucumber horses, I guess. And it's just like sneaking over to the horses' stable, or
You have arrived. The stabling is an enclosed stabling space outside of the camp.
just sort of like a tent but for horse.
Yeah, it's like a lean-to of under an overhang.
I would imagine the scene is like Kit Kat has been like waiting for everybody to wake up and convene in the medical tent already. As I'm like suspiciously looking out at still the corpse. It is a corpse, but I still don't trust anything. And so
Jacoby's still a little melty from waking
Let's
up,
take
rubbing
some.
their eyes.
Signal us when you're done.
Would you like me to perform that? I would prefer not to disturb the body, lest suspicion be thrown upon us for the not well-being of this horse.
It was leaking. But see what you can find.
Okay.
The worst possible scenario here is that the Guardians walk in on us during this. Therefore, I will propose that she and I run interference. We are, as we learned with Ancient Cook, ridiculously good at buying time.
I did not witness this, but I
So much time.
believe you. Of course.
Time.
All right. I guess like if we're doing the medicine check
Please.
while those people are keeping guard and Tangerine is somewhere. I don't. Oh God. Do I have advantage on this? No.
No purpose for advantage.
So that's not good.
not good.
That's a natural 2 with the medicine check of +7.
7. You could spell the horse D-E-D. It's dead.
Gosh. Well, the horse sure is dead.
It sure doesn't have a knife wound in it.
It's just dead.
Doesn't?
It's just dead.
It's
Natural causes.
sure is a
Age?
dead horse. We should not beat it, I guess. I mean, horses die all the time. I don't see what's so suspicious about this, really. Alright.
In the middle of the night, in the middle of our camp,
I-
when nothing hit it. I'm assuming you.
Is this an old horse? Is this a wrinkled
think so.
cucumber?
Can we give them a help action?
You two are running interference? No. If
Wait, these two are running.
I don't want to
interference.
approach it.
I thought it was
Is that what-
Angeline
Yeah,
and
me
Kavanaugh.
me and Kavanaugh.
Yes. So you two would be busy running interference, therefore not being able to help Kit Kat.
Does
If you
not
could
want
get over, no, Kit Kat cannot get over.
That is like a frightened state of like actually approaching it voluntarily. Technically, I could only do so because I hyped myself up totally for like an hour before going
To
out to
yell
the
at it.
horse,
Yes.
and then talking shit at it, which I only could because it was dead. If it was alive, I would still be too scared.
Do I have one of these little coins? I don't, but I will give you this.
Oh, it's yeah.
This will represent. This is disadvantageous
Oh no.
for you
Oh,
to
no.
not be helping, but it is true to character. That's an advantage token.
Thank you.
Oh.
I am not helping here.
This is not.
No.
This is true to character for Kit Kat. It would mechanically be better if they helped, but they're sticking to character
Reasonable. Reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and avoiding it.
It's
I mean,
dead. Okay.
Why didn't you wake me up for this,
Good.
Kavanaugh? It's just a dead horse.
It's just yeah, okay. I'm going to regret this, but tradesies. Okay.
What?
So the best way to run interference socially is to talk a lot. It would be great.
What?
And I'm going to
Kobe, you are now running interference
Um,
for anyone who would be coming out here.
Just sort of like awkwardly, just still rubbing their eyes, just like
all right, team hyper competency. Let's do this.
I guess do perception check for people.
Yes, make a perception check. The two of you can make medicine checks.
Could I help action their
Thank
medicine?
Yes, you could have it at advantage, and they will not.
What's medicine?
It's
What,
wisdom.
are the Gordians up and about? Have we
No,
gotten up from
the camp is dead. It is like 4 in the morning.
Are all of them dead? Oh no!
It's an 18.
18?
Yeah.
This horse died of natural causes.
What?
Madison tells you that this horse did not perish in an attack or in any sort of struggle.
No poison. No.
This horse is not old, but it died.
Oh.
It just died.
It just doesn't make sense. Nothing
It's,
just dies.
it's a little on the stinky side, if we're going to be honest.
On the stinky
It's a
side.
little on the stinky side.
How long has it been dead?
Stinky.
According to an 18, it smells like a long time, but it looks fresh.
Wow.
Oh.
This is a necromancer.
Are we sure that pungent gold isn't the necromancer? Did we piss off the necromancer?
Pungent gold.
You pissed off a what?
You're not here. We're taking other things.
These Guardians are not who they say.
It's a 13 for are there any Gordians coming out of tents?
I do not trust them. They are not Imperial.
There is Podrick, the big orange one, is headed vaguely this direction,
Proposition.
Let's go.
leaving the camp itself
Oh.
towards this you're outside of the camp.
Oh.
You're outside of the wall. There's a stabling outside so that the animals aren't making noise into
Yeah.
the night.
Uh-huh.
I grab Jacoby and head back towards the medical.
Wait. Podrick is leaving the camp?
Yeah, Podrick is vaguely headed in your direction. It doesn't look like they're beelining for it, but they're going outside of the bounds of the camp in your direction.
Okay.
I'd like to have my reasonably innocuous to be sitting on a tent owl sitting on a nearby tent and just watch. Because if he walks into his tent and reanimates, then I know something's happened.
Mm-hmm.
I myself would like to vanish cunningly into the night.
Jacoby,
Oh.
where would you like to go?
I guess Jacoby's going with Changeline.
Fantastic. Y'all go on your way. Your owl, Quilliam VII, notes that Podrick walks past the stables, goes to the edge of what would be the encampment, near the edge of like the stone edifice of that you have buttressed your camp up against, and takes a pee.
What color is it? Is he hydrated? Necromancers are
It's
never
orange. He's not hydrated.
We're in the wilderness. Nobody's hydrated.
Actually, I'm moist.
In your lane on the right.
Focused. William. I mean, you can see because you're within 100 feet, the camp is not massive. He takes his little wee, he shakes it out, and then he goes back into his camp.
Is it a vine?
His little will.
Perhaps based on the size of him, it is little.
He's a quite
Proportionately.
Proportionately small.
God.
They're not safe.
Not safe. Not in the slightest.
Do y'all do
Not
anything
safe for
else
Tobies.
in this flashback of the evening, or do we?
I feel it'd be pushing it too far to then rifle through everybody's stuff and then. I would like to, but I feel like that'd be probably pushing the flashback a little.
Okay.
No, I would say that after alerting all of that, Kit Kat was awake for most of the night. So while you guys do that, I don't want to be close to that horse anymore. And I will go take a cat nap for the next few hours. That's what I do. I take a cat nap.
Jacoby will return to their little, I don't know, like bowl, I guess, and just
You
slip
just
into a
see
puddle.
bowl.
Just a bowl. Maybe it's like a honey-shaped jar. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's a honey pot.
Oh my
Who knows?
god,
Who
you
fucking
carry
knows?
around your own little honey jar
Just-
that you just put in
It's
that
where I
sweet
bed. You don't have a bedroll. You just have a jar.
Just a long cylindrical
So I don't get a lot of dirt inside of me. It's all sticky and I don't.
How does Jacoby clean?
That
Yeah,
is
you like
a
to get
very good question. I don't have an answer to. The same with everyone else, you know, fresh cola.
Yeah, fresh cola does it.
Just sort of slowly picking out dirt. Of their
Do you have a
stickiness.
sieve?
Yeah, oh my god.
We're back to the morning.
Anyways, irrelevant questions.
Jacoby, you've recently questioned Sheridan,
Yes.
who is getting better. Not great, but getting better rather rapidly. He still has one ear.
Wait, before he leaves, I would like to make the medicine check or like healing spell or whatever the fuck I need to like just sort of put that ear back on, if possible.
Fantastic.
'Cause I still have that.
What
and I feel
spells
like
do you have? We're looking for lesser restoration.
I believe that's a second level spell. I don't got that yet. Got first level cure wounds. I got 3 spells. No, I got 1 spell slot left of that. Wait, no, 1 more because it's morning now. I got 2 cure wounds.
Do you want to spend one of them?
Sure.
Will it put his ear back on?
It will put his ear. It will make his ear not be rotting. It will put it back on. You will have to go back eventually to get it properly fixed.
Hopefully they have doctors in Buzzybrook.
Just
Anyway,
It's just a tip.
duct taped on there.
just kind of like just smear a little honey on the other side of it and just go.
Sticks
It does.
on
It's not
there.
functional yet, but maybe
It's aesthetic.
it's
Hey, look,
it'll
honey
it's
is an
not rotting.
antiseptic.
It's exactly.
That makes sense with you as a healer, actually.
Exactly. Did our best here.
We did absolutely. We did what we could. You questioned them. You did what you could.
To actually ask Sheridan, what made Sir Laurent so certain that these were heathens? I suppose you said he went after them on some sort of zealot-driven crusade for some reason. We didn't see much sign of religion of any kind while we were over there anyways. These could have hopefully been converts if, I don't know, something else hadn't happened.
This is perhaps what I had hoped. Laurent has always been warm-tempered. Long pause.
Yes, I remember.
Sad face.
Yeah, sad face.
Sad face
Sad
is
face.
silent.
Droopy, long face.
Oh man, I guess your mood would affect how you your viscosity.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Incredibly so. Was that all, or did they say anything? Did they carry something? Did you see the chocolate golem before this happened, or was that
I
unexpected?
would never speak ill of the dead. L'Orange perhaps lived by the tenant, guilty until proven innocent.
Oh. Yes, I could see how that kind of zealotry would lead to an unfortunate demise for no reason, frankly.
Such things worked well in Vegetania and Greenhold, where we were stationed. But perhaps not so much here.
It is my wish, personally, that this kind of attitude towards others, from the church, rather, is extinguished. It is not. I do not believe it is the bulb's will that everyone be under such horrible suspicion. It is. Perhaps I'm speaking too much.
Out here, there is no one to hear you.
I believe that the bulb is not just what we can see in the sky. It is all around us, and it comes in many different forms. There are so many in the church that have spread hatred and fear, and just to be able to grab some semblance of power through it, and frankly, it's a bit disgusting.
I am to believe that it is a dying breed, with the quartering of the ex-Hierophant Rex, Elizabeth Thracica, and the former Mace of the Faith, Carolyn Deeproot. I am to believe that the Bulbians are headed in a better direction. But, that being said, the old ways perhaps die as hard as they'd like.
What I hope for this new era, especially in Candia, is for, I suppose, a more kind way of looking at the world. Not the instant demonization of those who are different. But anyways, I suppose you must pack up. It's a long journey ahead of you, and I hope it is a long way to, well, I believe it is a long way to Buzzybrook.
Under the bulb, perhaps less long.
Hopefully, yes.
Bulb protect us both.
Indeed. Will protect us.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. And I guess,
So not more so what you discovered is there isn't real proof that there are heathens. It's more so just prejudice.
pretty much, yeah. No, that tracks a lot.
I suspect.
As expected. All right, so
And just another disappointment of oh god, he was one of those guys. Ugh.
He was an ex-military, ex-hardcore priest type of fella.
Yeah, that's no good. Anyways,
I think-
no speaking of ill of the dead here, of course, but
He was passionate is the word that people used to describe.
Passionate, I see.
Zealotry.
Yeah.
Unfortunate but true.
Mm.
Everyone else, are you also in the medical tent with Jacoby, or have you sort of lived your lives outside?
I think the first thing I would be doing is pretending I'm not waiting for them to raise the alarm over a dead horse. And to see if they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretend we don't notice.
Right.
I think Jacoby's just like not even thinking about it. Like that's dead horse.
Kanji and Kit Kat sort of living their lives. Are they living their lives outside? Are they in the medical tent?
I think as the morning starts up more, you'd be having your talks. I think I'd be having talks with talks before they leave, as this would be our last goodbye. So it would be more so an easy morning. I stay away from the Gordians, not necessarily
The Gordians have
actively.
not yet appeared.
Okay, they're not around.
They are. Y'all got in real late. And
Yeah.
They are late to rise
Sleepy
today.
boys.
So this would be morning rising around the camp normally. I think also keeping as if we all had spoken in agreement of we do not say anything about the horse. As if we did not check, we would not know. I'm going about my morning, enjoying my last day with talks. As I don't really have many suspicions, I'm a very honest Kit Kat, and I don't have too many of those. Hey, bud, no.
Mean
Why are you
things.
fighting? Why are you fighting?
Just about the cucumber. I
Nice.
don't like, but the cucumber dead, so we're good.
So everything is right in the world now.
Kanji.
I believe I was in the medical tent,
Okay.
and then I walked away while they were having their little talks.
Yeah.
I think that I'm just kind of like,
Running around the camp.
yeah, I'm doing like
Breakfast.
The Banan-knights are up. The Tartguard are up. Everyone is up except for the Gordians, that is to say.
Boom.
Excuse me. Whoever needs to excuse me.
You're excused.
Should one of us
I'm
arouse our guests?
Let
Suspicious
us
look.
have a breakfast cooked.
What is it that we eat that both vegetarian or Gordians and Candians would enjoy?
I mean, I believe that like
Pumpkin
everyone. Oh yes, yes. Wait, would that be cannibalism?
Everything's cannibalism.
Everything is cannibalism.
Everything is cannibalism.
We are
if
made
you're
of
all
meat
food.
and we still eat meat.
God. I
Meat is
think
carb.
pumpkin. Yes, absolutely pumpkin pie.
Nice pumpkin turnover pie for breakfast.
That's
You know, like
delicious.
I'm imagining kind of like those little pumpkin pie, like empanadas, or like the little like
Yeah.
those little like handheld pie
Oh.
things, like that you get in the little gas station.
Yes, I know.
And, like those are a version of
Debbie
rations.
pies.
Debbie pies.
Also, we have a lot of chocolate-based foraged goods
Yeah.
in the land that we are in. So plenty of chocolate.
Well, actually, sticky notes are all behind you in that
Chocolate
box. Like clear plastic box.
Uh-huh.
And pencils to write with. Fair enough.
I also think I'd be updating my journal.
Mhm.
I would be taking some notes about the suspicion of the dead horse and waiting on bated breath about what that would be. I'm literally updating journal for the next course with it, watching is somebody going to wake them up or no one's right what comes next.
Yeah.
Colonel, you are approached by the. I'm trying to use a big word. It's not coming to me. You're approached by the leader of the Banan-knights, Sir Clovis, who bids you good morning.
Good morning.
You appear to be waiting for something instead of doing your usual routine. Is there something that is bothering you?
I assumed our Gordian guests would be up by now.
This is news to me. What do you mean, Gordian guests?
Oh.
What?
You went out on a mission last night,
I know.
and on return, we were not awake. Did you capture the Gordians?
No, they joined us willingly. They were in that tent over there. Are there any residents of that tent over there?
Not as of last night. Now, I have not checked this morning. I am concerned, as vegetarians have no business being up here.
Was our concern as well.
And I am also under the impression that King Emperor Amathar only sent us,
Yes.
at least at our juncture of departure. What do you think of this?
I am increasingly suspicious, especially if you did not see them at any point up until now. Were there any guards posted last night?
There were guards posted, but of course they were Limey and the Tartguard.
I'm saying
You're sending a falcon
one
discreetly?
of the messenger birds.
In that case, I believe I will subtly check on our guests. Would you mind making a snack?
Sure.
Thank you. And I'm going to sneak into the vegetarian tent and just.
That is the creak of a
Tent.
Tent of a
flap.
flap. Yes. Uh-huh. That's the sound tent flaps make.
That is the sound that it makes. Go ahead and make a stealth followed by a perception or investigation. Yeah, it's a small enough space that it could be either.
Stealth 17. She's better. Investigation or perception. Investigation.
Sweet meat, she need to sleep and get out of the fucking way.
Little baby cakes.
7 on that perception. 17 on stealth.
Good. They appear to be asleep. Thank you for the background.
Okay.
Snarkies.
Back hurty.
Okay.
I'm having my back hurty.
I think after a certain point, like if the Gordians do not appear, I guess like making some breakfast and like entering into their tent straight up might be a move.
Well, the problem is I'm a terrible person.
Yes.
So on seeing that all of them are completely asleep, I'm going to steal their things.
God
Specifically,
damn it,
I'm going to go into the leader's satchel and very cautiously look for orders, memorabilia, like stuff that, not memorabilia, memorandums, a very different thing. See if I can get what their instructions are.
I can't be around for this. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
As a player, I'm aware they're probably dead, but I have a reason to suspect that right now. I believe they're asleep. So sad.
You've already got a good go of this. You peek. It's hard to find things in the dark here. You're very stealthy, but with a perception or investigation of 7, you are sneaking through the dark in a dark tent to find things. Gently patting things as you walk around the tent to find things with your hands without disturbing, perhaps touching someone's leg or arm. You find a ream of paper rather quickly that is on the body or on the backpack of someone in the dark. I would imagine you pull that rather quickly.
I have a solution to this. I'm going to have my owl wing in silently and use his dark vision to read the message.
It is clearly written in
Candian.
it is written in Fructera.
Ooh.
That is deeply surprising.
Gourds
All right.
are technically fruits.
All vegetables are technically either fruits or leaves.
Fruits or leaves.
But which ones? These ones are.
Luckily, I do speak Fructera, as I am a chocolate chef.
It appears to be encyphonated, like a cipher of some sort, but the cipher is very, very weak. I'll have you make an intelligence check to break the cipher.
Excellent.
1.
I like your shirt today, Austin.
Thank you.
As a
5.
Flowers.
Ooh.
It's clear that it is poorly ensiphoned.
So poorly.
I'm going to use my forgery kit proficiency to copy it because I don't think I'm going to be able to
To solve
figure
this.
this one out. Kavanaugh's having a no coffee day.
That's fair. You're able to do this, and you get the impression from 3/4 of the way through they stir, and then they stop stirring, and then 90% of the way through, it's clear that they're in a wakeful state. So you finish up quickly, roll your thing up, roll their thing up, put it back, and jaunt out of the tent just
Woo!
as time would have it.
Did you pass your stealth?
That's the thing I'm really good at. I'm good at lying and not being seen. I lie to your ears and I lie to your eyes. That's it. That's what I do.
Meat. She's the meat.
I am
She
just
loves me.
slinky like cat.
Yes.
Behold,
The cats are honest
the
with their
weakest
slave.
cipher in
They
the
sure
world. What do you think of this? He said, not giving away the fact that he can't fucking figure it out.
Take it and have a look. Yes.
I guess I'll be doing it in a bit, but I am speaking Austrian because my back hurts, and smoky. But can I be seen? I'll just
While
just
you're
a
there,
sec.
could you get me a coffee?
A coffee.
It's right This places you are and places.
Oh, there's your cup. I see. I was looking for that first.
The coffee has moved to
minimally
the kitchen.
inconvenient.
I think Kit Kat may have a bit of proficiency. What is it? Do I have one? I have proficiency in block picking. I don't think I have one in forgery. No.
Yeah, I took slightly different set of things. This guy's
Tenji, you'd like to break the cipher, roll an intelligence check for me.
Let's choose 14.
This, bam, you're on screen.
I made a salad with raisins. I mean, just-
This cipher is surprisingly easy for you to break,
Uh-huh.
as this is the cipher that House Citron uses. It is unsigned at the bottom.
Do I recognize the handwriting?
You do. This is the penmanship of the court. What is it? The court scribe of your house. So it was clearly dictated to them from House Citron.
Mm-hmm.
Meat.
And what does it say?
It says meat.
It just says meat.
Signed, Princess Meatball.
Your dearest friend, Meatball.
Meatball.
I love the star of the show.
Boing, 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 boing.
That is
She's
excellent.
so annoyed.
Meat, why are you in the middle
Irritated.
then? You know that I will fuck with you. if
These-
you are
these
next
are
to
the
me.
Plot's relevant.
Everything is about cat.
Everything was secretly about Princess Meatball of the
The
Carnish
whole
lands
time.
the whole time.
Look at her. She's
The
so
Queen
Carnish.
of Carnish.
Queen of
Ah!
Carnish.
Ah!
Mm.
I'm so fucking funny.
Hell yeah, you are.
You're so funny.
Because female cats are called queens.
I think Meat is just the queen. Give me your ear. She mad. She
I
mad.
pledge allegiance to that.
What does it say?
It is addressed to Sir Clovis.
Like the banana?
Yes, it is addressed to the Banan-knight leader of the Banan-knights that you have found up here, Sir Clovis.
Wait, are we still digging through the pumpkin stuff?
This is
This is the only thing that they were able to get in the amount of time, was able to forge a copy of something that the Gourds were holding on to.
Oh boy.
I knew. What does it say?
It is a letter thanking them for agreeing to the agreement that they have together, and that they, once arriving home after so many years, will be received with open arms and an open purse.
Years?
Sir Clovis went away to the Imperial Army years ago.
Okay. Open arms and papers.
Double agents.
There seems to be some context here that you don't get.
There's no
This
specifics
is
on the agreement.
clearly correspondence, and at some point this was a response to a correspondence
Okay.
of an agreement that is not here written.
What does your deciphering say? Just to match it with my deciphering, which I did previously.
It is a thank you note to one of our banana friends.
Finding what I found as well. Okay.
You get scooped meat.
It's Scoop Little Meat.
Get scooped with meat.
The banana friend did not know that the Guardians were in camp. I had a sudden stab of paranoia, a start of stab that often precedes being a stab of literal. Might I suggest you order the Banan-knights to send out 2 different scouting forces, and one back to the original camp point, another to a secondary location before our Gordian friends awaken. This splits them into 3, and thus we are no longer outnumbered 2-1. But we outnumber them instead, 1 1/2 to 1. 1 1/4 actually.
What?
This is not important. What is important is division.
Kavanaugh is also in the back of your mind. You're speaking and sort of fumbling over your words because you know that you are in an amount of minutes before the Gordians are in the center of camp from rousing, and the Banan-knights are also in the center of camp and have just heard that the Gordians are here in the first place.
Inform them that we must. They are required to make an investigation of the locations where we were last night.
Yes.
Send them off in that direction and another one back towards where we came.
And then we ourselves talk with the Guardians. Away from the Banan-knights. Alright, I'm going to summon the Banan-knight guard and
Time is
the
up.
Lady Tangerine has ordered.
Yes.
Post haste, please.
Where did you want me to split the forces?
Half of you are going back.
She wants your attention.
We had quite an excursion last night, and we had no escorts and no guards. We had quite an adventure of it. I would like to send some of you back, also with gifts
Yes.
for our lovely hosts. The chocolate camp.
How much of my force would you have me send off back to the camp?
We will send a handful of the tougher ones back the way we came to investigate the camps and the path of wreckage through the mountains. And see if anybody has gone back to original Candian outpost and looted it since we've been there. And we will send also to the village from last night a thank you gift for their hospitality.
Would you arrange perhaps Tartguard to do some of this work?
We will not make a good impression with the Tartguards. Unfortunately, they are silly. We must have somebody with good head on
They
their
are silly.
shoulders.
They are, you see, idiots.
I would be happy to send a part of our force back into the village. Whatever you found last night seemed to be positive in nature.
We will send the small banana to go and scout the outpost. We will send.
If you
Well,
recall,
Serena-
we are but 5 in number.
Mhm.
So sending in
All
large
cuts in half.
platoons. We do not have a large platoon to send in. We could send a scout. We can send a pair.
You will send a pair, the small Zana as a scout and then an escort for him. And then you will send 2 to the village with gifts.
That will leave just me, as we have lost our court wizard last night to Buzzybrook.
Yes, and that's a book.
So I am to stay here alone.
Was it my supervisor? I'm your supervisor.
No, you are Fructera, not Meatlandish. I would never mistake that. Roll a persuasion check.
I look at him like he's a.
Advantage for nobility, disadvantage for wild-esque. No, just flat. Just flat.
Oh.
It was
It's
canceled.
flat.
It canceled itself out.
Okay.
You're noble, but you just asked him to. It's a war on 3 fronts.
Persuasion. 8 and 5 is 13.
13. Fair enough.
Okay. What do we have that we can send? We can send a health potion to.
I have a
Food
Pretty
was the
nice.
easiest. They accepted food before.
Mhm.
Food.
Okay, we'll send some food. Some of our good like tasty shit.
Stuff that standard chocolate people probably could not get their hands on.
Yes, because we still don't know where they came from. They definitely like the telepathy and all that. Like we need someone who can communicate with them because there's way more chocolatiers than there are anything else on this mountain.
I don't believe they're telepathic.
You don't believe they're
Ow.
telepathic?
I believe that 100 gold is insane.
Okay, so here's my theory.
Mhm.
Out of everything, this land existed before Candia itself, like before anything, like, but it just got wished into our dimension. So these creatures are full on magic, but they're not used to living in the physical world because it had to come from somewhere. Like otherwise it would have just been like brand new land and like nothing's growing on it yet, nothing exists here. But this is a full on society,
Right.
which is fucking weird. So that it has to have had some basis before that, and you can't have a society unless you communicate. I do believe him about the telepathy. Whether or not he's actually got any influence there, no one knows. But we can't communicate with them, at least not yet. So, if these fucking gourds are tier for me, I'm in full panic mode right now.
Yeah.
Because they're from my house, and I ran away. So
I will send off a number of my troops. Well, the remainder of our troops. I will remain here to welcome the new Gordian guests. I can only imagine what they're doing up here.
I would not say you should stay here. Remember, they do not know you are here. You are a trump card in case this goes poorly.
Interesting. You would have me hide out in camp?
I would have you call it retreat to that peak. If there is necessity, I will conjure a bolt of light from the sky, at which point you will know that there's a problem. Please come charging as you did that.
Is that perhaps the tent over there that they are in?
Yes.
Perhaps we should move with haste as one arm comes out over
Yes,
the tent.
on the peak with you, and we will talk with the Guardians loudly so they do not hear you. Clippity clappity.
We will split.
God damn it.
And they are fucking off. I'm
So
gonna
they
make a
enter the camp.
stealth check for them. Disadvantage because there's 5 of them and they're flipping
Can I-
property.
Can I guess, deception to make a obsequious distraction? Ah, my glorious guests! Welcome to the camp of Lady Tangerine Marmalade of the House of... And just go
Really
on.
yuck it up. I love that. Roll a performance check. If you get above a 10, then their perception of the bananas will be a disadvantage as they are distracted.
20 plus 3, don't fail me now.
When you're done with your figure, can then I do?
That is such a waste of a nat 20. That's not what I needed.
Was that a nat 20?
But it is a nat 20.
Well, it is
So
a
they
nat
don't even need to
3.
roll. They'd fail. That's an automatic success.
They're like,
Because
wow!
anytime
what a
we're running a
hospitable
Scam
Scam
co.
is
Scam gang.
mediocre combat, terrible
Scams.
at intelligence gathering, ace tier scams.
Ace
Oh, yeah.
We have
They-
And you feel conflicted about this.
Yes, extraordinarily.
Wonderful, wonderful. They are fully distracted. The Banan-knights depart from this space. Wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
As I'm is sitting. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Wow.
Would
I
I
like
have some
this.
pie?
Very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
It's more of a
They
compliment.
sit down.
I mean,
around
really,
the
yes.
camp.
They do. Jacoby will actually hand this to them and see if they eat it.
Is this poison?
No,
No.
of course not.
I know.
Why would it be poison?
I'm joking.
I am a human Bulbian
I'm
church.
joking. This is jokes. This is Bulbian jokes, right?
Very strange Bulbian joke I've not heard before, but all right.
I've been out of the academy for perhaps a bit too long.
Ooh,
Forgive
me
me.
both.
To be clear, is this the pumpkin on the horse?
Yes, this is
Okay.
the human
No longer on a
pumpkin,
horse.
no longer on a
Yes.
horse.
So
The no longer on a horse pumpkin on a horse.
we of course have lots and lots of questions, such as how did you stop
Yes.
that column? What are you doing here? Who's Ben? Or are you technically under? Where's the rest of your camp?
Feel free. Let's sit down.
Right.
I'm already sitting.
Us too.
Yes. Wow, we're quite in agreement. I'm a little sussed by that, but I'm in agreement. Yeah, this person is humanoid, an orange-skinned, vegetarian, English-looking fellow, a little on the more lithe side. Fairly tall, considering most people are under 5 feet. This person is a good 6 feet tall, but they're like a fucking Michael Phelps-looking dude. Very thin, tall, and has sort of the Londonite face.
Good morning.
Good morning. Wow, you look even more radiant in the light. If you would allow me to say such.
Flattering. How was your sleep?
Restful. Quite honestly, very restful. I only think it's been a few hours, but hey.
Fantastic.
Yes. Questions, please.
I would bow to the lady for first question. I would propose you stopped it somehow.
Do we want to start with a question that was perhaps less verbose? I am happy to answer it, but that one will be quite verbose. A lot just been said.
Nice.
The party is curious.
Tell us your tale.
Okay, perhaps a bite of pumpkin first.
Just wanted to make sure that this man eats food.
What is? I shouldn't answer the question. Autonomy is important in Pumpkin Patch, where we're from. I'm not going to soapbox to you, but Vegetania is known for being aggressively one-minded. Thankfully, by bulb above or whatever you worship, we at Pumpkin Patch have been placed on the border of Syresia.
You're not Bobby?
You're Balbian. Aren't you Balbian?
Yes, of course.
Wearing a cassock and everything. That's how you
We're all Balbian here. So very Balbian.
I see.
super Bulbian.
Super, super Balbian. Being placed on the border of Syresia next to Greenhold, as far as you could get from the former home of the Pontifex, we've had some liberties of being perhaps less than devout. Pious is a good word for with the PIE. Us.
Us.
This is a good place for it, considering even if all of you were devout Balbians, we're in the middle of the mountains. So if you were to try and quarter us, it would be. I'm just weighing my options here.
It's a long way from quarters.
I don't believe that quartering, I believe there are more pressing.
Yes,
things
this is
on
why
it.
I'm speaking so very freely. I'm not Balbian. That's hogwash.
Interesting.
I'd like for you to try and find me back in Vegetania if you are Balbian enough to try and take me in. That being said,
You are a refugee.
an errant noble, if you would.
Oh.
Yes, I imagine the climate of Vegetania is not suitable for practice such as yours.
Feels like you might know more than initially letting on.
Tell us.
How did we stop
here.
the golem? We helped them make the golem. So we know how
Oh.
it works.
You helped them make the gold.
Yes.
Well, I have a follow-up question in case of
I could imagine there would
Yes.
be one. Yeah. It was based on your. This is not a thing of race. This is a thing of pedigree. Based on your colorings, you are from a Godivian household.
Yes, good, thank you.
Good. It's nice to meet you. I've never heard of you formally, but on the border of Soresia, you get more politics than you get devoutedness.
Yes.
I am
Follow-up questions at rapid fire, please.
Golems.
Yes.
How's that work?
Yes, as I wait with bated breath and a quill ready. I am the researcher. This is for academic purposes.
Sure, I would be happy to share. They share like a physics professor talking about physics, just sort
Like
of
a PowerPoint
formulas
behind
and
him.
stuff. Yeah.
Are you
It's
an
just sort of-
arcanist then?
Oh yes,
Huh.
deeply arcanized.
A side eye to Jacoby.
I did not see a spell book on you.
It comes from both the bloodline and the gifts that I have received in my travels.
I see.
Right.
Sorcerer of some sort.
Yes, you could say so.
How deeply you can
So how did you come to be here?
Well,
Clearly,
not?
if you are intertwined with this chocolate society, it must have
how did
been.
we come to be here? Yes. Amathar of the House Rocks sent us as people to explore this land under their banner.
See? How long ago was this?
2 weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah, probably 2 weeks ago.
The government has only existed for 2 weeks?
The what?
That's quite powerful magic to manifest within really 2 weeks.
Less than that, because it takes a week to get here. You built that in 7 days.
Okay, I'm lying. It's obvious that I'm lying, and you're very good at figuring that out. What is your intention?
We are, as Admiral, are real people. We are an actual expedition party sent by Emperor of Rocks in order to investigate the new lands.
Correction. We are exploring on behalf of the house First Queen Sakarina.
My favorite queen. Yes.
More importantly, what we want with you is to find out your intentions in this new land.
Well, if you would be allowing me to skip over perhaps smaller questions, I could answer it in short.
But
The influence of the Balbian folks is nefarious enough in nature that I would hate to see a new land spoiled by religious zealotry. So it is my personal goal to protect and preserve that which is pure of influence.
Insight check.
Please do so.
By influencing it yourself.
By giving them the means to make their own way.
8.
They seem, 8 is not giving you a yes or a no.
Reasonable.
This sounds like they are saying it without stuttering or stilting.
Almost gloating of how righteous this perspective may be.
how long have you actually been here?
Several months.
How did you depart for this place immediately on its creation?
Oh no, I was already in Candia on its creation.
What were you doing in Candia?
At some point, I actually was an Imperial.
Were you part of the Crusades?
Never. Perhaps you would call me a defector, if you were being so bold as to be brash in wording.
This was before the overthrow.
This was back during the War of the Concord.
So
I was unwilling to attack Candia, and so instead came up here as a crusader, and then promptly disappeared.
What was your experience when this new land came about if you were already in the region?
Well, we were in the mountains, and then it was there the next morning. It was sort of a dream, it felt like.
Are you communicating with the Kismet?
Oh, yes.
Are they actually telepathic?
That's a fantastic guess, yes. They're
Okay.
super magical as fuck.
Okay.
What is the origin of their magic?
I would say conjuration, but that's neither here nor there.
Yes. All of our combined arcana knowledge could not figure out how this place came to be.
That's okay. I've been here for months. I feel like if I haven't made progress on that yet,
Right.
I'm not doing a good job.
I have a lightly horrifying question. As a light dabbler tried to sing the arts myself. Are they channeling magic or are they magic? As in, Quilliam here isn't all the way correct. Oh, thank you.
I'm sure I have not studied their bodies in such a way that is visceral, so much as I have given them the tools to be autonomous in my best abilities. I have been rather busy uncovering some less than stellar occurrences.
Define those.
My impression is that there is a troop of bananas up here. And that impression has to be true because I intercepted a message from them.
What did this message say?
Something rather suspicious about some form of agreement.
Between whom?
I'm not a very good cipher. If we could break the cipher, I was able to undo some of it. If
we were able to break the cipher, perhaps I would know what is going on.
Who was the message to? From the Banan-knights, but
No, it was to the Banan-knights.
to the Banan-knights.
Yes.
If from.
I was able to break that Clovis is on there. I don't know Clovis, though.
Interesting.
Show me.
I am remiss to ask, but perhaps you could use another word in there to perhaps make that a little less of a demand.
We're speaking to Lady Tangeline of the House Citron.
And she didn't say show me immediately. That's significantly more manners.
I
You would like
Would love
assistance
to.
with your cipher? Show me.
Perhaps it's
I
a
am
cooking
holding
I know
Desperately.
you want it. You want it so
I
bad.
am holding desperately to the fact that I am the son of the Marquis of Pumpkin Patch. Therefore, as nobility, I must insist that you ask instead of demand of another noble to do something.
Well, you seem to have forsaken that role by your being here in Candia, I mean.
That is the question. Are you also
Do you still claim
forsaking your title?
I'm off.
Perhaps a return at some point in the long future. when
Acceptable. But
things
by all
are-
means.
Dear Marquis, I'm offering you my existence on your cipher.
by demand.
You have no obligation.
Now that is better. You're offering your assistance. Absolutely. Here you are. He hands you the cipher from his bag.
I take one look at it the
It's the
same way.
same.
Cipher broken.
You know what to say. Wow, you're good.
Is he super impressed?
Do you like? Is there? Can I read it to him? Is there an actual note somewhere?
Yeah, there's word. No, there's no actual note that I printed out.
Okay. Yeah, I basically I read it off out loud. It's there.
Make. Everyone is wrapped in this. Make a group perception check.
Perception.
16.
11. Not rolling great today, guys. That's
4.
fine.
Remember in the sessions 1 through 6 when I was rolling hot?
I
That's
do recall those.
Oh
You're
my
just peeking
gosh.
your head out to
Turns
see if
out-
the bananas are back yet.
Turns out Tox was our actual luck.
We just concentrated all the bad luck into top.
Into
No.
Tom.
Now it's all with us.
Oh, that's a 5. Yeah, we do bad. What is the roll for exactly, Joy?
Perception.
Perception. Yeah, that ain't super hot. Okay, so that's 7. Ooh. We're doing great.
I'm watching for his reaction to this. Or
You look to the reaction on their face. The peripherals that you are picking up is that there is a lot more colors behind them than were there a very short time ago. Not so much as like magic behind them, but like as in there are colorful approaching figures.
it's a check, guys.
Does my 4 see that this at all? No.
It appears as though it is half of the Banan-knights, as well as a smattering of chocolate people.
Are they running?
They are rather quickly jaunting their way up to camp, and with 2 failed out of 4 shots at perception, they are fairly close. By the time at least Tangeline picks up that they are in your visual field.
We will
boy.
breathe not a word of this to them. This is my house, my Fructerian family.
Oh, we're getting a drop off.
Package.
Passive perception.
Passive perception package. Bye bye. Thank you for package.
Double blind deception. We pretend to be suspicious of our Gordian friends in front of the Banan-knights, while in fact being suspicious of Banan-knights.
This has always been the case.
Yes, of
None of
course.
us have been suspicious from
Yes.
children. The fact that he used my house cipher and pretend not to recognize me on the mountain, I'm deeply offended.
Little
However,
strange.
That isn't something. You should tell better lies.
Tell better lies. That's,
Tell better
that's
lies.
my fucking. That's my MO for the day.
Tell better
Better
lies.
lies.
Tell
Yes,
better
tell
lies.
better
So the facts go very, very rapidly. As we end up the places, the nun is charged us and then claiming to be part of the Haste. We are secretly suspicious of them more so now that you have shown us this letter. Thank you very much for your honesty, and also I would like a golem at a later date. So for now, let us make sure they do not kill us.
Okay, I got some of that. I'll agree to most of that.
Wonderful.
They're here.
They're here.
Not all of them. Clovis is on the hill. We split
I-
them up.
stroll outside as this is happening and greet them and go, "What news from our new friends?"
Hi. So they said that we should escort you back here because them back here. Sorry, I'm scared.
What?
Why?
The chocolate chips? Who said?
I feel like I'm standing in the way of a grand introduction, and I'm gonna step aside so that someone else can say what they're doing here. And very quickly, from behind the half dozen chocolate people, pungent gold walks out.
But he's not charmed. Do you have the
Do it again.
Do it again.
He shows up and he says,
He's probably pissed right now.
Honestly, I feel a little betrayed. You stole all my good stuff.
he has to roll against your. I will let you know that he is hostile against you. Therefore,
He feels hurt.
he feels hurt that you have
He ain't
stolen
having it.
all of his stuff.
All of it.
So he is getting advantage. Your spell save is in there.
My spell save is in here.
I'm
I
going
believe
to take
it's
his shoes.
13.
Jesus
He has to roll at
So
advantage above a 13. What kind of save is this? Charisma or wisdom?
This is, I don't know.
I think it's charisma.
Charisma?
It doesn't say.
You did say he's
I
probably
think-
not very charismatic.
I think.
Oh, I think it is. Yeah, he's not very charismatic.
Okay. So it's not high. Your save is a 13?
Yeah.
Yes?
It's
Passive. Wait.
That's
Hold
fine.
on.
It's most
so
at this level it's
it's
13 for
your
most people.
charisma score.
My charisma score.
It's a +3. So I think it's a 10 plus 3.
8 plus proficiency plus 4, which puts it at 13. For
8
pretty
plus
much everybody.
proficiency.
Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 13.
Okay. It's a 10 on the die with a +1 for charisma. That's 11. He's at advantage.
No!
The first roll
But what if instead?
was an 18
Oh.
plus 1. He says, honestly, I'm very thankful for this song, and I'm very thankful for this negligee that you gave to me, but I'm really gonna need my shit back. Also, you're really cute, and I still would want to smooch.
But darling, I thought it was a gift to welcome you to your new dance.
The smooch?
The sword.
I never got the
The
smooch.
sword.
Oh,
You
no.
presented it to me as soon as I walked in the door. I thought perhaps you were waiting in the mountains for me.
Fuck.
I'll dip in with my really high deception roll. The lady occasionally has bouts in which she does not understand how powerful, how alluring she can be. Do not worry. You are not the first to give her such gifts out of the kindness and love you contain within yourself. But please, do not insult her. I am certain that given this momentum you've generated by giving her such gifts, this could be continued. You have an in, good sir, and I will help you. Deception?
Roll a deception.
We're bullying this man into being my boyfriend.
Okay, so here's the second nat 20 of this.
You're bullying this man into a
There we
sugar
go.
daddy situation. Yes.
Yes.
So you're saying
Literally.
So you're saying that by giving her a sword and stuff, that we're gonna be like really good together?
You have begun a courtship, sir. Continue.
Okay.
More gifts of the same line. More powerful. Show your devotion. Show
Okay.
your charms.
I do.
Into this.
I do need a little bit of help from you then.
Oh, absolutely. How can I help?
Chocolate, red man, red chocolate cherry man.
Close enough.
Yeah. I need a sword. I need a sword that I can't give back. Do you have a sword that I could not give back?
Oh, definitely. We'll equip you momentarily. While I'm getting that, while you continue this, show up.
She can keep most of the other stuff, but I am gonna need something to defend myself
Oh,
with.
yes, absolutely. What is the most valuable item you still possess?
I would say it was probably my journal.
Your journal.
Oh.
Huh. You still possess that?
No.
It's the most valuable item you still possess. What else can you give her as a gift to keep up this tradition you have now created, wise man?
I'm gonna be very honest.
Mhm.
The only thing I have left is literally the skin on my body.
Pledging your skin to the lady. A wonderful idea. I will get you a sword.
Okay. Wait, what's this? Wait, is the sword for me or the skin?
The skin for her, the sword for you.
Okay, thank you.
Pledge that. One knee. It'll be dramatic.
Alright.
I'm gonna go get him just whatever sword I can find very quickly.
There's the sword that you can find rather quickly.
Darling, I'm so thrilled you joined us. Would you like some breakfast?
Yeah, I sure would.
Sweet. We still have like
Pie.
pie. Yeah. I still like feeding him.
Who are all your friends?
You just don't
You have so many friends now.
This is my camp. As I told you, I'm responsible for this.
It's like a theme camp.
Does this seem as explorers?
Oh yeah.
Kind of is.
Wilderness explorers?
I'm
first-
dressed up as an archaeologist.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I am a healer of the Bulgian faith, and I would like to make certain that everyone here is safe.
You're really in character. That's really cool. Yeah. The first thing you find as far as rummaging around for swords rather quickly is the great sword of Sir Larange.
Jacoby will look very displeased if you look like you're about to give that to him.
I don't want the Gummy-knights to kill us, though. You can always upgrade his sword once he's pledged his literal flesh to you.
Yeah,
Didn't he just pledge his literal flesh to me?
Did he?
Did he?
Did he?
You're in that conversation right now.
He's pledging.
He's in the process.
I'm going to grab that sword, place it on my back, and try to find a secondary sword so that I could award her multiple swords depending on how this conversation that I know is happening but do not know the outcome of is going.
You are able to additionally find like a smaller, stinkier sword. It's like a Tartguard sword that
How is
Cork on the end so that when he gets hurt.
Oh my god. It's a tickle sword.
It is a tickle sword.
It's a tickle.
It's a tickle sword!
Can't believe this.
It does 0 damage.
We should give him a tickle
We
sword.
should absolutely give him a tickle sword. 100%. Totally.
Screw it back up. Taking me put it aside now.
Oh, come on. What is this?
Well, different blades depending on which oath our great gentleman caller is giving.
I like that. Yeah.
That's
How about the one that's got a sharp? That's sharp. The one looks really. The orange one looks really sharp. It looks like it has a blade. The other one sort of looks like a walking cane.
I think it would be very irresponsible for us to allow our new comrade, our compatriots, to walk about undefended. I was not aware that this was your only weapon that you had gifted me the last instance.
It's because I like you so much.
Seems rather foolish to walk around undefended.
Yeah, that's why I came here.
This is the great sword of Sir Laurent. You know, he pledged his entire family line and all wealth under his banner to the house of those who which he served for all time. It was a
Jacoby
great pledge.
gives Kavanaugh like this very stern look. Like, you're not about to do that, are you?
I
No,
think.
I'm just not using it.
I mean,
Ooh,
It's
it
not-
might.
Is anyone else in the party capable of wielding this?
We are all Dex builds. Literally all of us.
Your displeasure is noted. However,
Think
in logical sense, what is best for our expedition moving forward? To carry around a how much is it weigh? Like
20
a lot.
pounds.
20-pound sword?
They're really heavy.
They're like 4 feet long. They're
Horse
heavy.
Ridiculous.
Jacoby's still not
Would
pleased.
it,
Still not happy about it.
would it make you feel better if he swore a similar oath?
Yeah, I'm gonna swear an oath if I get this sword. I know.
That's
I know
an
what
oath
oath
sword.
I'm gonna swear.
I think it's
just like turns
hilarious.
away from this entire mess.
I think it's
Yes,
hilarious.
I know.
I did for sure write an oath for you. Do you have a way to write something down?
I'm just scribbling furiously.
They're
I
both-
believe I found your oath as I was behind you. The wind must have taken it from you. Just read this verbatim, this thing that you prepared
No,
as you were ready.
Let him.
Oh, very well.
I mean, I need this sword to do it.
The power of the
I
sword.
need this sword to do
Side eye of how side eye to the noble.
it. Okay, thanks. Chocolate, cherry chocolate man.
You are welcome. Stinky vegetable fruit.
This
Vegetable
feels
fruit.
like a bit, and I like that. Oh God, it's hard to look at you. Hi. And he puts the sword and he plants it in front of him. He puts his hand on it. I pledge my
Are you writing this?
flesh to you as promised, and my continued family line to you as stated, insomuch that I ask of you to receive me not as a servant, but as your partner.
Oh, I think
Ooh.
my lady, I think that was a marriage request.
You can have multiples if you want, but I'm pledging my family line because I want to have your children if you want to have children.
He wants to have babies.
Boy!
He wants to have your babies.
Sticky little fruit
He
babies.
will have your baby.
You'll have my babies?
Sure.
I take a seed out of my
Oh!
Oh, shit. He's gonna have your baby.
Shit! Oh,
That's cool.
boy.
He takes the seed. Can I smell it?
Creepy as
Oh,
always.
my goodness. I accept your proposal. This is kind of cool. Do we kiss now?
Can we smooch yet?
Is this okay? I'll smooch your hand.
I give him my hand. He's
Can I
still on the
smooch
floor.
this?
Yes.
Okay.
Smooch.
I lift him up.
Wow.
It's strong.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. The smell, it does body.
I can smell.
Wow. I love you.
Well, other things I have.
Yeah.
Jacoby's nose is like fully flat.
Smelling
Meanwhile,
salts.
I don't want to help. I don't want to smell
This
whatever's
whole
happening
time,
next.
Anytime you are in the interaction, Kit Kat is as far as possible with like the
Little
sticky
cat
face,
sticky girl
the
face.
sticky curl face, but he's going like.
Hey, chocolate people, clap.
Oh wait. He
I'm not
he
chocolate.
thinks about it, and chocolate people clap. Nice. So what's going on? Oh shit. What's going on here?
Pillbug.
Oh, my friend.
Shepard! A little fella.
He's my best friend.
Isopod, you know.
Buddy.
A friend-shaped little lad. Anyways, excuse the disturbance. For Isopod.
He's so cute. What do you want me to do with him? Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, he's too scared.
You gotta let him be.
Aw,
He's
you knocked him
terrified.
over.
Why are we staring at this little dummy?
A moment of silence on the
Moment of
screen.
silence. He's working on it.
Content.
Oh,
As
He's
you
working on
stare
it.
at
oh, you
tonight's
torture him. Give him a finger. Give him something. Thank you.
I can take him outside if you want.
No, we have plenty of plants in here. He's welcome
Oh,
here.
he's fine.
He's fine. He's doing all right.
He's
Doing
exploring.
pretty okay.
All right. So, what is our plan? We have now the King of Fruit, who has pledged his loyalty in babies.
and
babies.
Yeah, no, I'm cool with going away now. And stuff. I just wanted to, get a weapon. I didn't realize I was going to get married today. Do we want to do I feel like we should do something more efficient, but maybe later.
A ceremony.
And my role in the Balbian Church.
Oh, I'm not Bobian. Fuck that. Absolutely not.
As a
And you
guy
can
wearing
learn
a
that.
fancy cloak.
I like
Ah!
I like that. That's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Lord.
step back from this interaction because my part here is done. I was coming here to get my shit back or beat y'all up, but I guess marriage is cool. It's also
That's
really
cool, but too.
We should have a celebration in your village. Once we figure out what's going on.
A wedding party. Wonderful.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
can take a look at that golem.
Yes, we should totally have a wedding party in the village, in front of the golem.
In front of the golem.
Why in front
You
of
will
the
have
golem?
this for us?
Not even going to.
You don't even have to convince me. That sounds like a good time. That sounds really good. I like that.
You're right. It actually might be.
That sounds
Okay.
fun. Yeah. Does that make you the queen of fruit now?
I believe it would.
I say it does.
Nice. Tangerine gold. You don't have to take my last name now to think about it. That's silly.
Well, marmalade gold is.
Gold marmalade flows better.
All right. Yeah, I'm taking up all your time, and I'm just some guy,
Safe travels,
and your
buddy.
cat looks really upset over there, so I'm gonna go. I know my Pumbaa looking roll over here.
Excellent. We will call on you for further duties. Don't worry.
We'll find you.
Hell yeah.
You know, like a cat has like a hairball, but it's not quite coming out. It's been like 10 seconds of that.
There's a whole
You
bunch of
really
these
sniff the
bananas. Cat is yogurt. There's a whole bunch of these banana dudes who came up here to give me a treat.
Give you a treat.
They were supposed to bring food. Did they eat the food?
No, they brought the food.
Okay, good.
We don't.
They don't have mouths.
Thank you. We don't need the food. But thank you.
Do you all not eat?
No, we do. What? Why would we not? But
I
I'm
don't
giving
know.
you back. Here. Part of my pledge is giving you food.
There we go. Thanks.
They bring it back.
This is running bit now. But yeah, there were some bananas on a hill, and I don't know, man. They're looking awful sussy up there. As a Fructera, they look real sussy.
I agree.
Yeah, they were writing a note. Why would you be writing a note on a hill?
Send it in your notes.
As in,
Perhaps we should
Investigate.
in that case, if perhaps hang out here for just a minute, and if you see, say, a brilliant bolt of light erupt on the top of that hill, would you kindly mind charging in with the rest of them, and not the Banan-knights, they can stay here, but your chocolate men yourself and the Gordians, having them charge into the bolt of light.
I'm going to be very honest. I don't want to have my people charge into a bolt of lightning.
Just light.
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 No pain.
No pain.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
just
no
more
suffering.
photons.
Right. Some, not much.
No, I'm good friends with these people.
Yeah.
We're good people. I'm friends.
Are they people?
God, I still can't look at you. I'm married now. I gotta put this in my journal. Can I have it back for a bit?
Yes. You'll like wait,
On
who's gonna-
loan.
I immediately take it out with a sneaky face. And I give it back.
Thanks. Wow. Yeah, today's a really good day.
Just narrating out loud.
This is a really good day.
I was merely looking over your memoir for.
I'd hate to break up this beautiful wedding party. By the way, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
But that sounds rather suspicious, says Percival, the Percival Pumpkin Patch.
Yes, I would say.
Why are people writing notes on the top of the hill? And why did only these two bananas come back?
That is a very good question.
No offense, bananas.
Bananas, do you know anything about this?
No, I did.
Sure.
I'm so very sure. I've never been so sure of something in my life.
You sound very sure.
I'm so very sure. I feel like I'm in a bit of a sticky situation. You guys look really mad.
Boy, are you. That's the kind of situation you could probably talk your way out of if you were really honest really fast.
I'd be inclined to agree.
Yeah, for sure. What did you ask?
Why are they up there? What's in the note?
You told them to go up there, and I don't know. Sir Clovis runs this boat and is a real stand-up guy. And by stand-up guy, I mean he stands up a lot and he's on a horse most of the time.
It's true.
I don't like these horses.
You are not privy to his meetings, comings and goings.
He brought me on years ago, and he rose through the ranks, so he's the lead Banan-knight. I'm not even a Banan-knight, I'm really a banana squire, but that's fine. I'm really nervous because I'm being very honest, and you're still looking very angry.
Where do the orders come from when they get to Mr. Clovis?
They come from a letter from an Emperor of Rocks, usually, but we haven't received too many letters. Okay, we've received a few letters, and he said that they were all from Amathar.
But they were.
I don't know why Amathar would be sending multiple back-to-back messages. I feel like as Emperor, you'd be very busy, and also it's well known that Amathar cannot read or write.
That is
Pretty
absolutely
pertinent. True.
He's got a scribe, but I don't know. I feel like a scribe has to get a day off, and the letters are coming all the time.
What does he have you do?
Amathar?
Yes.
We're the Banan-knights. We're the kings. We keep him safe
Right,
in the castle.
so let us backtrack what your orders have been now that you're here isolated. You
Scary.
come in here to New Candy, and then you do what? What have you been doing?
Well, we've skirmished mostly with these chocolate people. Sorry, chocolate people. Don't be mad at me. You can be. You shouldn't. You could be. You will be.
You did kill a lot of their families.
They killed a lot of us. It was sort of an on-site situation.
Yes, but why? If your purpose here was to explore, then why would you be?
Clovis said that they were dangerous.
Clovis specifically said they were dangerous. But did you actually get a text from them?
I mean, sort of. They attacked back.
Did they know?
Ah, yes. So they
Resisted
defended
They were
themselves,
armed.
but they were
They
attacked.
did have weapons, so I assumed that they were making aggressive movements. So, shoot before you shot. Yeah, you know what I mean.
No!
No!
That is incredibly foolish to incite
Yeah, that-
violence before you even know if that is an option.
I totally get. I would never do
I'm
that.
a squire for a reason.
All right. I think it's time to go have a word with Clovis.
I
All
concur.
right.
Is there anything that he's having you keep an eye out for? Anything that you are supposed to report back to him once you see or spot?
If y'all are being suspicious, and I'm saying that you're being, I would, if I were telling him y'all are being suspicious, then it would be this. Y'all are being very suspicious.
We're being
right
pretty
now.
suspicious, but don't worry, we're going to go talk to Clovis ourselves. Just stay here.
Stay,
We'll report ourselves to Clovis now.
stay here? You don't want me to go with you, folks? You want me to just stay?
And guard camp. Someone has to guard camp. I cooked a lot of pumpkin pies this week.
Okay, I can actually be very easily convinced, so you don't even have to roll.
Would you like some pumpkin pie?
Anything
Guard
to get out of this
pumpkin
situation.
Two options: scary conversation, pumpkin pie.
You know.
Why don't you have a seat?
Rather short conversation. There's two of them.
Should we dig through some of Clovis's letters before we depart?
Dig through.
Did Clovis?
Oh my god, we could totally
Oh my
go
goodness,
into
you
his
have
camp.
no reason to take all of his rub it all over my chocolate body. Yes. I like intelligence.
We immediately go and before going to
Okay.
confront Clovis, see if we can find any of other letters he has received.
I'm going to tell Quilliam to keep an eye on the top of the little hillock up there, and if a falcon departs, follow it. No. Quilliam's
Snipe
not
it
a
down.
fighter.
Snipe it.
He's a lover, not a
Not a
fighter.
Not a fighter.
a falcon very quickly departs. It takes
Alright.
Quilliam all of their energy to catch up with it as it has departed at probably the juncture of you saying, go ahead and make sure that there's nothing going on up there. And with his owl eyes, he can see a bird flying away. And he's like, I know I have to catch up. Quilliam launches off your shoulder and flaps his little way in that direction. Yeah.
All right. Yes. So can we do an investigation check to Clovis's tent?
You absolutely may do so.
I
Lovely.
need I have a bug. I have an isopod. I need a D20.
You sure do.
All right. My investigation.
Do you want to use your advantage? Your inspiration token?
Yes, it has an isopod in it now. Here.
What a gift! Roll at advantage. Hello, my little isopod friend. You have been trapped. Not anymore, you aren't. Turn over. Turn over. Good boy.
That's a 16 now.
Wow.
I got two.
Nice.
It's 20s and 3s mostly. 2 today.
16.
Like all bananas, he will carry all of his notes in his spare boots. Yes.
Yes.
Spare
boots.
A 3.
Team hypercompetency is
Jacoby, anything from you?
Oh god, I think Jacoby's kind of like in the
I don't
middle
think
of
you
this.
want. I think you're just so distraught by the dishonesty.
Oh, I hate every minute of this. So-
Exposing lies.
oh jeez. Okay,
There's been so many
okay.
lies.
There have been so many goddamn lies here. I'm just a little guy who
Just a
signed up
little
for this
guy.
mission and is suddenly in the deep shit. And
Look, no one's died really, except for a couple
except
people.
for a couple people.
Other than a couple of people.
I had one job.
And you couldn't make sure they died. So
And it haunts me every moment of my life.
look, you can't ensure everybody's not going to die. We're all going to die someday.
Anyways.
What do I find with the 16?
You find that most of these notes have been inadequately
damaged or destroyed beyond recognition, but there is a portion of it that still remains intact. Of the many notes that they have that they've accidentally inked over,
Accidentally.
inked over, there still remains a spot that was unsoaked as it soaked through a different page that mentions the inheritance that they will receive upon return, upon their discharge from the Imperial Guard.
Oh, shits. Monies. Monies is what they're in for. I show it to Tangerine.
This is not good. They are without a doubt here for me.
How would that help them?
What do you see? My family. I am the first cousin of Blumbeline herself.
Rough.
And being this close with the Emperor, the Imperial, everything that happened in the last year, my grandmother was a deeply devout Bobbian. She knew always what was best for the family, according to my grandfather. And they had some comings and goings with, rubbing elbows with other politicians. I had my suspicions about her for a long time, but when my uncle died, I knew that something was going to happen. I received word that I was to be married, not directly. And so I left.
To Jacoby and Kit Kat. Your perception was high.
Mhm.
Both of yours were high and both of yours were low. You are very aware in the background of Tangerine's story, as if it were mystical and magical. You're hearing the story play out in your head. The sound of like Tangerine running away on a horse. Except that's not the sound of Tangerine running away on a horse. That's actually the sound of a horse.
Oh.
Arriving rather rapidly at the camp.
Gotta look towards the direction of horsey clip-clopping and sounds.
This is a familiar vision of Clovis,
Oh.
followed by two other bananas on foot running full send towards the camp.
Does he have his fucking javelin out again?
He does have his javelin out.
Homeboy should have learned. Anyway, I think Jacoby's gonna immediately alert Peter's heads up, Sir Clovis is I don't know. Oh god. Oh bulb. And it's just gonna start
They don't know we're in his tent.
They don't know where it is there. This is going to be really fun because it's literally what we did last time. I'm putting some caltrops in there.
My god.
I used ball bearings last time. It was nicer. Now I'm mad.
Jacoby's going to does he seem to be charging at anyone in particular or just in the direction of camp?
He is charging towards camp. There's no specific individual that they're headed towards.
Jacoby's
Camp
going
is somewhat circular in nature.
Jacoby's going to make themselves known and kind of approach Sir Clovis.
For Diplo, for a word.
Gonna do the literal opposite and sneak.
Yep.
Kit
Sir
Kat.
Clovis is a betrayer.
Did you say this? What?
No.
Yes.
You
What?
say it?
You
What?
guys.
Okay.
He's deserted the Emperor. He's deserted our mission. And he's out for blood. For me.
Jacoby is outright approaching Sir Clovis on the horse.
Sneak to the side. If there's a rock wall, as per last time, I'd like to.
I have a battle map because I knew that this would probably come to this based on how this went. Jacoby, You run out to meet Clovis.
Does he look, but like kind of like cautiously, like making sure it is like, is the javelin pointed directly at me and all that shit? I'm trying to kind of gauge the
run to
hostility
find
of
my
Sir Clovis in the moment.
It's fairly obvious that the jig is up.
Mm.
Not for you,
Okay.
but to the fact that they left camp and they made these mistakes, and that the Gordians are here and they realize all this and that and the other. Clovis, as they gallop past, towards, as if a moving train, towards and away from you, cries out to you and says, "If you are a true man and loyal to the Emperor, then you will see fit to do what you must."
Those weren't instructions!
Lawful good.
They run right on past you and will roll initiative.
Ah, nuts.
The impression that you get, Jacoby, because it is hard to tangentiate, is that they are looking to serve justice here, whether that be against people that have just arrived or your party. They want you to do the right thing, whether it's do the right thing, Jacoby.
Oh, God.
Do the right thing, Jacoby. Yeah, do the right thing, Jacoby.
Yeah, Jacoby.
Don't do the wrong
It's
thing.
me, definitely your childhood friend.
What's the right thing here?
You're not going to turn against your definitely childhood friend.
Everyone's fighting. I don't like this.
We're so good.
But I thought we were all on the same page. Uh-huh.
We were. Of the journal we stole.
Which one is Clovis's tent?
I'm trying to get a good addition here.
It's good at.
Yeah, there we go. Ah, hell yeah.
I need to know more of the backstory later, after the violence.
After the violence. Let's all roll initiative, folks.
Alright. I'm only a little confused as to what's going on, but that's... Oh, God, that's a natural
13.
one.
That is what your confusion tells you.
Yeah.
You don't know what is up.
Oh,
16.
shit.
Where are all of my fucking erase markers?
Woo, we got a 5.
We've got a 5, a 13, we got a 1.
16.
Did you cast your
The cantrips?
the
The light thing?
Mhm.
I haven't signaled it yet, but you better bet that's going to be thing 1.
16 is Covenant. Tangy,
Got a 13.
do you want to go before or after Kit Kat?
I mean, I got a 5. So that's
Oh, I thought
after
you
me.
got a
Nope.
13.
I got a
That
5.
would be 10G, and 5 would be
If-
Kit Kat.
If they both have 13, it's whoever has the higher initiative score.
Or
Yes.
dexterity.
Or dexterity.
They're both based off of the same numbers. All right, let us roll in. Who else is in this little bout? Right about here, we've got
Are we close enough?
Limey and the Tartguard.
Yeah.
That's 2. Limey and the Tartguard. We have the Gourds up there at 14.
So there's no need to signal them. They can see this is happening.
The Gourds were in camp.
Yeah, but
Um,
Pungent Gold was not. Or is
Yeah,
he-
Pungent
is he leaving?
Golds had made a little bit of a move off to be back up. The Banan-knights are at 19.
Banana knife.
Banana knife.
He's charging his attack.
Who else is here? Who else is here? We've got the Gourds, the Bananas,
Tartguard.
Tartguard are going with Limey, and Razzleberry. all of y'all.
Sir Razzmatazz.
Razzmatazz.
I think that might be it. I thought I was overshooting it, but it looks like there's only like 60 battles.
It's because we're missing a person.
It's because they're missing a person.
All
This
right,
is the little
guys.
camp placing, so go ahead and place your minis near the middle there.
Kit Kat's gonna stay in the tent.
This
I wish
time
to
we do it
ambush.
here, right?
You know, like when a cat likes to hide, like underneath something, like a blanket or a box.
Bounce right out, free.
I wish to pounce. So you wait.
I don't know where Jacoby is, but they're somewhere near Sir Clovis, I guess.
You're gonna get another javelin in your body.
They are. They fucking are.
This is just the pattern of the
They're just
campaign.
looking very
You just want
distraught
everybody to
and upset.
be. You come out being like, "Can we all just
Can we just talk about this, guys?
javelin, javelin to the chest?"
My torso!
Oh no, his eyes fell off.
Oh no!
He can no longer see.
F.
This one was eating
Good
pie
job.
over here.
A central link to a shapeshifting compilation of Oda,
What?
who devolves into a honey mass and sleeps in a jar.
I love this so much!
It's from Deep Space Nine.
Oh god, yes.
That's better.
Oh no! God, yes! Oh, wonderful. You have lied. You would not send this to me. Send this to me immediately.
I have.
Oh, never mind.
Discord.
Discord! Yeah, that makes sense.
It's taco break.
Also, I finally actually completed
Taco
a
break.
Jacoby,
Taco break.
Tactical
Taco
break.
Tactical tackle break, y'all.
Play like the intermission music of like.
Let's all give it a love.
Oh, hello, little man. I'm eating taco now.
And pour ourselves some coffee.
What a stinky boy.
Can I have more coffee?
You absolutely may. Where, oh where, might your jar be?
Oh, she is bringing it to you.
Tactical tackle break. Getting set up.
My son! My son!
My niece.
My
A
son!
massive
initiative.
monster
Bless.
appears.
What are you doing? Be gone, my son. My son! He flies.
Be part of it.
What a stinky boy.
Let him be part of it.
He wants to help.
He wants to destroy.
Why do you never smell nice?
Full of only bad smells.
So stinky. Only bad smells.
Only bad smells. Stinky boy.
Alright, so it turns out a bazillion tacos actually the correct amount.
Yeah.
We knew it!
Well, like over time, like you said.
I have fruits.
What?
Oh no, no. So what I'm hearing is we were right to be suspicious of both of them.
You were absolutely right to be suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Kit Kat, the actual Kit Kat. Jacoby, the
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Peeps.
my figure on
Mhm.
Dakota's laptop during a time.
During the time.
During a time.
During a time.
Next set of people we meet. Hello, please turn over all written documents for inspection.
Yep.
Immediately.
The poor chocolate kissman. But we haven't invented writing yet.
Well, invent it and then get back to me on that.
Oh,
Coffee.
Y'all were in what? The medical tent? Or just hiding in the? Oh, you were hanging in the Banan-knights.
Yes, I think
tent?
that's the Banan-knights tent. If it's not, feel free to
Yep,
move me to the
Banan-knights.
Banan-knights
Yes.
tent.
That's a chocolate bar? It's Kit Kat.
Oh.
Majestic.
Honking big boys.
Oh boy.
Big boys.
Where's
Oh, no.
Oh, Jacoby was way out here. Got ran past.
Mm.
Some
What's
of the
Jacoby
remaining.
doing way out there?
Suspicious.
Trying to go over and talk to people.
Why would Jacoby want to talk?
What do they need to talk about?
You know who else talks? Conspirators.
Oh no! You caught Is me. the pumpkin? Is Sir Pumpkin Patch?
Astride a horse? No.
Astride a horse now?
No horse.
No horse. I just didn't break the second mini.
How
Pretty
dare you
not
not be
know.
fully prepared?
Other thing I want to ask, and I kind of hate to ask this, is Kiora around here?
No. But yes.
Oh no!
No, but also yes.
How can he be both? Anyways. Conspiracy?
This whole campaign is
Joe was
conspiracy.
napping on a cart.
Good!
One question, Banana Man. What happened to the horse? Or did you kill it, or did we accidentally? Like, I genuinely don't.
My son! My son!
He. Him.
Him.
I'm a just filled with power.
What an
Great.
absolute freak show.
That's
I
a
love you, my
second
son.
campaign.
I love you, my son. My son, I
Pull
love
back
you.
his face again.
He hates it.
You love it. You love
0
it.
out of 10.
You love it. 1 out of 10. Number 1.
He wiggles.
He hates.
I like his lips.
He is just liquid.
He's a little boy.
Wow, what a cool little pen.
Mm-hmm.
Fun, 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 fun.
Somebody made this.
Somebody made this, yeah.
Damn right.
Some
But
nerd.
there's been a long time doing.
And we're totally gonna just do fart jokes over it.
Poop jokes.
Duke jokes.
Poop jokes.
Stinky boy.
You have taken up all of the space that I need. By yourself.
That's his spot.
It is his spot now. Now that that's where everyone's paying attention to, it's his spot.
That's okay.
I do love the attention.
It's time. It's time.
Oh no.
It is time!
You go
What
first.
can we do? Yeah. I can't wait till I can learn calm emotions, god damn it.
Calm emotion.
Yes! Fucking hell!
Dakota doesn't know how.
No.
Sir Clovis charges into camp.
And Jacoby goes, wait, can't we just be nice?
Why can't we be friends?
No, we got too many cool minis.
Be friends.
My
Oh
son!
my God!
I'm going to shake you! Now get the fuck out! Stop being there. Find a new place to
Okay.
be. Relax, I might have to scare him.
Who's going first?
He does not like that.
You don't want
Who's
to
on first? What's on second? I don't know who's on
Then we
third.
will run away. No.
Who's first? The Banan-knights.
There he does.
As a whole.
Banana Knights. It's an ambush.
Absolutely.
Ambush?
Let's go ahead and
Banana
get
bush?
Banana Bush.
An ambush?
Shoo. He throws. He hits.
The what?
Oh no.
Jacoby.
Where is it? I should create little boxes here for the gourds. There are 3 of them.
Pretty sure attacking the healer is a war crime.
Do we have a coin? Okay, this will do it.
This is
I met
war,
you, right?
Jacoby.
But
Ooh. Queer crush is in your contacts. Hell yeah.
Woo!
Go and follow them, whoever they are. From the mountainside, the first and most aggressive action comes from Chiquito as he throws his tiny javelin down and does 2 points of damage. I love you. On the acorn squash. The archer fucking beefs it on their shot. The
Thank you. Nice.
So much support.
I'm helping.
Actually, they don't have to do that. They do Clovis does a drive-by stabbing of Percival Pumpkin Patch. Where is the cool dice? Is this the one? No, that's a D8.
Those are cool dice, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's a D10. That's a D12. That is 11 points of damage to plus their modifier, so that's 13 points of damage to Percival as they are skewered by a lance.
Hurts, doesn't it, Percival?
That's fucking painful. That's 1, 2, 3 of them. These two.
They really carved that pumpkin.
2, 3,
God
4,
damn it.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. He can make it.
Would his drive-by trigger an attack of opportunity?
I believe Lance has a reach of 10 feet, which prevents that from occurring. But for anyone else who is using smaller handheld weapons, that is a 3 to hit. That's good because he's holding a banana greatsword. The other two had to dash to get there, and therefore can do. Wait, no, that one just moved. So this one can dash to engage with another one. Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh, how are you feeling about this?
Well, once again, he's charging straight, and I have a line to the side of him while stealthed. This is just his interactions, he and I. So I'm going to do the same thing to him this time that I did last time. Jump out of the shadows and rapier snap him.
Yeah, absolutely. Clovis, as he charges into camp, it becomes very apparent that he is here for the pumpkins.
Oh.
Interesting.
As in, like, for lethally trying to target them?
As in for taking them in if they will be alive, and taking them in dead if they must.
So just to
24
clarify,
to hit before I try the advantage.
Yes, all of the bananas' aggressive actions have been directly against the 3 pumpkins immediately.
11 points of damage. Can I bonus action, cunning action, to swirl and stealth into like the trail of dust he's leaving, or is there not enough obscure there for me?
he's on a horse.
He is on a horse to get behind him. You could also dip into this tent that is directly next to you if you were trying to find a place of stealth.
Yeah, I'll go for that.
Yeah, take one step back and you are within the tent.
And stealth.
And 11.
20, no, 17.
Let's do some.
13, so 23.
Oh, fantastic.
Take that.
Clobbered him and into the shadows. Kavanaugh. Next up is the Gourds, who will.
He'll get it before he gets you.
Okay.
If the Banan-knights don't surrender on his drop, then I think it'll be.
The pumpkin. The acorn one will take the dodge as no, it doesn't need to take a dodge. It will take the disengage as a main action. I don't know who the fuck you are. Can I decline? Where is it?
Acorn?
Yes, acorn squash will take a disengage as a main action and move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably about 5 in this direction. Let's not go towards that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That poor banana's gonna get fucked up.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5
They just
item
abandoning Percival?
interaction. And then they use their action. Let's see if they've got. The D20 is the hardest one to always keep track of. Good. They use disengage as a main action, movement, item, and bonus interaction. They go into their tent and grab their axes. The other one using their last 6th point of movement to come outside of the door and throw his axe to the acorn one, who now is also armed. And they're not going to throw Percival their bow because that. An axe can be thrown about 10 feet. A bow should not. So.
Throw it and all the arrows just go everywhere. Great!
Here you go,
Clatters to the
boss. Sorry.
Pick up sticks. Challenge edition.
Pick up sharp sticks.
On the other hand,
Hey, baby.
Percival doesn't really
Baby boy,
need
baby
a
boy.
bow so
Got
much.
the little baby boy.
Percival, how can they get anywhere? I don't need my bow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're hiding. They're staying behind one of the Tartguard. They are going to cast a spell at Clovis. Did you already take the dice back? It matches so well with the carpet.
know.
It does. That's
It's too
perfect.
bad. I hate that. And misses their attack on Clovis. That's a 3.
Is the grid what I'm seeing on the projection or on the Fizzin map?
It has to be on the Fizzin map.
Okay.
There is one on the projection
There
as
is.
well.
There sure is.
No, we're using the Fizzin map.
Okay.
Which is hard because it's blue. This is why you have to get gridded and ungridded stuff, and I don't have such things. Is it 77 degrees in here? You guys are fucking crazy. You guys are fucking nuts.
Just to recap, why
Look at his
are
cat.
people attacking each
Okay. So, Banan-knights are not actually who they say they were.
Those are
The Gordians are
Yes.
actually traitors to the Imperial everything. Like, they are just on their own.
But
We're
they're
here.
traitors to the previous Imperial.
Yes, the previous Imperial.
Not
Yeah.
the
Not
current
the
one.
current ones. We are the current ones.
We are the current
Banan-knights are loyal to whom?
Both clearly the Imperials. They're loyal to House Rocks. The Banan-knights have not betrayed what Amathar has asked of them. It's clear that they're using it as a vehicle to obtain means, but they have not gone against the orders of House Rocks, the Emperor. But they clearly have alternative motivations as far as you found multiple letters now between them and House Citron.
Wouldn't attacking the party constitute a betrayal?
Yeah. They have not done that yet. They're real close.
They've attacked camp
They have attacked.
without telling Jacoby that they are
We
attacking
could
the
have
boards.
just had a conversation, and instead it became violence.
Yes.
Like
And
immediate
so-
violence upon seeing the squash people.
It is your turn, Tanger.
The immediate violence. All right.
Take it as you may. I'm not justifying their actions. I am simply performing them.
Justify them. Make it make sense.
Okay.
Bring me the AC.
That is my plus.
So is a cantrip an action or a bonus
It's
action?
an action. Unless it's specific to this bonus action, which is very rare. Very, very, very rare.
Very nice. Very rare.
It's from the
Rare,
Midlands.
rare.
That is very rare.
Ugh.
Is there anything else I'm missing for like motivations thus far that we know of?
I think you did a pretty strong summation. Kit Kat, you will be next, followed by Limey and the Tartguard. And Jacoby, you are last on this round.
Alrighty. Also, I just want to establish real quick, can I talk in animal form?
I'm gonna say yes because it's a very silly reason.
Fuck
That's a
yeah,
very silly
baby. Delicious.
Okay, it's my turn.
It's
Just about. It's still Oshi's turn. Oshi.
Yeah.
Make an action. This is in combat, so if you make an action that's not great, that's accurate to combat.
Okay, I'm gonna just, I guess. Am I armed?
Are you armed? Do you stay
Armed.
armed at your own camp?
Well, I'm in Clovis's tent right now. We just woke up. I probably would need to go get my crossbow. And then.
I feel like I keep my rapier on.
The more paranoid people would keep their weapons on them. The less paranoid people would assume that being at camp, you're safe.
I'm fully paranoid. So yeah, all right. I'm gonna shoot a crossbow bolt at Clovis from inside the tent.
Cool. Make a stealth check. This is for free because you're in there.
How do sneak attacks work? Does it mean me next to my allies or next to enemies?
Next to, and you have to have advantage or be surprised. So surprise procs advantage,
It's a dirty 20.
and so does having an ally directly next to it.
Next to the enemy?
Next to the enemy, yes, because they are distracted by the
So like,
fray.
if for sake of combat questioning, if I do an outrange dexterity attack, like I use a crossbow or a short bow or something like that, and I hit an enemy that is next to an ally, does that count as a sneak attack?
That counts as a
Okay,
sneak
cool.
attack.
Just making sure.
You being next to Tangi right now does
Not count
as
as
a
a
sneak
sneak
attack.
attack. Doesn't
But count
What did you
as close. I what?
What did you shot your bolt? How much
Dirty
did you do?
20.
Oh, for your stealth. Yes, absolutely. They absolutely cannot see you. That's an 8 on the die. So you have that. You have that dirty.
Dirty. Now
Dirty,
I'm
nasty
Filthy,
20.
nasty,
Disgusting 20.
Stinky.
Stinky.
How far away is he?
Not far.
Alright.
Is he cued in without my beam of light alarming him, or is he?
If so, then they're moving slow. If not, then no, they have not
Okay.
queued.
Cool. Roll the hit.
Roll the hit. Yes, at advantage because you are coming from a sneak.
It's a 16.
16 hits.
Cool. And then crossbow damage is 1d8 plus 2
Correct.
something.
That should be the right number.
Four
Plus 2.
plus 2 piercing damage. Yes.
6
Six.
is total of 17. What else we got? You fire from the tent, shooting at Clovis.
Yeah.
Makes its purchase. And Clovis is wounded. Where is all of my circles? Here we go. Bleeding. It's hard to put it on a round base like that, but sure.
All right, and then I'm gonna scoot up from here and come around 2, 3. Can't go
You
through.
move 6 boxes on the blue part of
Blue.
the thing.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can be like here.
You sure can. Ah, yes. And of course, the 2 on that can't use the little ring things are the ones that receive the damage. Yes, Percival was lanced by Clovis.
Ouch.
So he is bleeding, which means
Ouch.
under 3/4 health.
Mm,
Not under half health, but 75% or less.
that's no good.
13 damage. That's a good portion. Kit
And
Kat.
between my
Kit
sneak
Kat.
attack and your
Oh,
crossbow, we got an idea what we're up for.
I have a short bow. Can I shoot that in the tent and still be hidden?
Yes.
Okay. I will try my best to shoot Clovis from this angle, which I believe I can, and remain hidden at the same time.
Right on.
I don't think it's a sneak attack because I don't think an ally is directly within 5 feet. Unless we want to count up. I think that's
If you're hidden when you make the attack,
Yeah, if you have advantage, then you have the attack. And by doing
I
stealth
am
check,
hidden. And
Yes.
I would do a stealth check.
so you must pass a stealth check to be not seen.
This in that one.
All right, no sneak attack, just shooting the bomb.
Take this, Banan-knights. You'll never expect my attack.
Yeah, that's a 10. That ain't gonna
That ain't
fly.
gonna do it.
Wow. Thanks, bud.
That's the second arrow coming from the almost exact same trajectory and
Definitely-
direction. At this
definitely
point, he
not
raises
obvious.
his shield arm and
Come
catches
on!
the bolt.
And I'm definitely not hit it anymore. So, okay. New plan, and I move from there.
Traitors.
I move from there. I will move forward, and let's see.
Towards Clovis?
I don't know about toward Clovis, because I don't want to get hit with shit. Let's see. I don't think I can do. Is feline agility just on turn in combat? Okay. So yeah, I guess I've used my combat, so I think I can use my feline agility to use a dash for free, essentially. I'm going to go toward Chiquita, because Chiquita has done damage.
Chiquita has done damage. That will require you to do some scaling. As Chiquita is on one of the
no problem.
cliff faces overhanging, throwing down. So is this archer is on one of those ambush cliff faces.
I got cat claws. I can climb all
So
no
yes,
problem.
yes, just as long as you're in your mind aware that you will be sort of clambering your way up to where Chiquita is.
Yes. So that I can do 60 feet of movement if you want to have me do a
In
beeline.
that direction. That's 12 bucks, isn't it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 boxes here. Yeah, as long as you make a athletics check next round.
Can I
your
do
movement will-
acrobatics?
Acrobatics will also work for this.
I would be jumping.
bound up.
To be able to bound up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll have to do the up, which is going to be 6. So on that last one, you will be at
Ups.
Chiquita.
Ups.
One uppy.
Uppies? Uppies?
Limey, hearing the commotion of what is going on, comes out of his tent and says, "This is rather improper. You're gonna have to stop this." He grabs his shields and 1, 2, 3, 4, and takes the
Defensive,
protect
yeah.
action. I don't know what's going on here.
Protect.
Same. Razzleberry, a little slower on the draw, comes out also with their
Sleepy.
shields.
Oh, so eepy.
Oh, so eepy. Always so eepy. Comes
Were they
rumbling
snuggling?
out.
They were absolutely
They
They
were
were
snuggling.
snuggling! Oh,
Snuggling.
God,
They
yes.
came out of the same tent.
Darn right they were.
It's a small tent.
Adorable. Wait, is this Sir Sheridan? I thought he
That's
was.
Sheridan.
I thought he was a god already.
A god?
No, he was gone.
Oh, yeah. Sheridan should have left.
Okay.
I forgot if we did the medical tent or not. Yeah, they did. So is Talks. They both-
Okay,
they both were ahead.
cool.
And so is Splits, except not really.
Ah! No! Splits, you piece of shit! I mean, Splits seemed like he was just sort of there for the
Splits
ride.
just sort of was there.
Chiquita's
in
looking down at me
on-
going,
Chiquita gives you the smallest finger you've ever seen.
Thank you! I never liked you! Awful.
That being said, Limey, the Tartguard, like a bumbling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Running
6,
away.
7, 8, 9. They are dashing to get to where the weapons are.
Reasonable,
Oh, shit.
reasonable.
no, they just tickle ones right now. That's my wrong
Take a
one.
rapier.
Just remove the
Stressful
cord!
situation. I need to think.
Actually, that would not be a great one to use. Broger would be a great one to use.
Roger!
Roger!
Aww.
Oh. Wait for me, guys. Yeah, that's pretty cute.
Get it together.
They had to use their dash to grab all the stuff over there.
Trying their best.
Limey and the Tartguard, that is the end for them. Jacoby, it is your turn.
Oh god, oh jeez, oh shit, oh fuck. Let's see how
Kior?
much movement.
Rolls over in his sleep.
Just hear a loud shifting from the cart. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 42, 30. Oh god, shit. Can't get close enough to do much there, so we're gonna... Let's see. Oh boy. Okay, alright. Alright. Jacoby's gonna turn into a Meep. A Meep! A Meep! An entire Meep.
Are you ready for that?
Yes,
We're gonna
I'm
meet.
so ready. Yes! Where are you going? Then they're gonna use the rest of their 60-foot speed.
Holy fuck!
Yes.
Speedy Meep!
Speedy Meep! So another 30 feet. That's what I thought. 10, 15,
goodness.
20,
How did this
25, 30.
rehydrate? Did you eat all of them and then... No, the eyes are melted off. They've rehydrated. They're now squishy again.
Oh my
Oh no, what a shame!
Oh no.
Ah!
Cannibals.
Incredible.
I was going to put a crunchy Meep on there, but really can't do it.
Mm-mm.
They've reconstituted.
You
Re-wet
forgot to do it entirely.
Let's make sure.
So I just wanted to do
that.
that for the meme.
Just for the meme. The meme.
The meat
Just for the
The
meme.
meat meme. You have run up behind Clovis.
What do you
Are
do?
you going
Look
to
at yourself.
de-horse him?
What is the meaning of this?
You speak
Yes,
as a meat.
I would like to de-horse him if that is an option. I would absolutely like to
You
de-horse
can
him.
make a sort of running, a charging to knock the other horse and therefore him off of his horse.
Yes.
You can do a bonk check. You will have to make a strength bonk check.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Meep
most
strength.
Meep strength.
Meat strength. That's a 19. So I have meat strength now, baby.
that fucking banana horse was not.
Who needs
Ready.
physical strength when you're a fucking meat?
Benorse.
The Benorse.
The Benorse never stood a chance.
All right, we now have the Benorse representing its own thing. It's there.
I think Jacoby's just going to show what is the meaning of this, Sir Clovis. Explain yourself now.
Fuck, I have to explain for them, don't
Damn right you do. Like Jacoby has like hardly
refused to.
I?
Jacoby has pretty much never raised their voice before to this around this party. They are just fucking irate.
Are you like stepping on him at this point?
Yes. One big old meat claw on the chest.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were just knocking him off the horse.
I mean, yes, this is more for flavor.
the flavor. Okay. Yes.
Like it can easily be pushed aside, but like this is the
Clovis, I'm not going to yell because audio people are audio. Yells to you impassioned that the Gordians are outlaws. And what is another word for it? There's outlaws and fugitives. Known fugitives.
of
Both the Empire and
Bulgarian Church.
of the
Oh
Church.
yeah, that's. These things are supposed to be settled in a civil manner, in a court, or by talking between people. This is nonsense. Put your sword away.
Fair enough.
I guess persuasion probably.
Yeah.
Intimidation? Persuasion? Whichever. Persuasion.
That's
However
an
you would like
intimidation.
to.
You got your meat form.
I have persuasion. I don't have intimidation, but like I feel like it's fair to nerf
Roll it.
myself on this
You
because I'm
speak
enjoying
as
this combat.
You speak as meat.
I speak as Meep.
Speak as Meep.
Just, I'm imagining like the JoJo animation of like a Meep staring down at someone. Do Meep have legs? Because they don't.
They don't look like they have. They just
They
bounce
really
really
don't.
fast.
What?
That's
Sorry.
exactly.
All of them.
Just aggressively boinging towards someone.
It's like dribbling itself. When it
Oh
comes to
god. Okay, intimidation, that is an even 10.
Fair enough.
I am a Meep. I am sugary and sweet and very sticky.
Fuck, I had a line for him that came up with the bouncing meat thing.
That
really distracted me very
That is
quickly.
reasonable, that was a lot.
What is
He refuses. He says
As a
that these
representative
people are
of the-
below the law.
Of the Bulbian Church, we'll talk about this? No, okay!
These people are too dangerous to
Oh.
be allowed to speak. Essentially.
Reasonable. Also, I want to say that the Meep also has a little hat on it, because I think that's really funny.
It's got a tiny meat hat.
Exactly.
You're made of goop. You can make a
You can make
goop.
whatever you want.
Exactly. I want a goopy hat, damn it. Goop hat. I'm so sorry. Anyways,
yeah,
that's
he
my turn.
refuses.
Bonus action movement.
They want you to help with this arrest or murder. It's very
He
clear
wants to be
you now.
executed.
Murder arrest.
Judge, and it's
Chill the fuck out, bro.
He then.
He is also prone now, assumedly, after being unhorsed.
Let's roll. He needs to get above a. To being unhorsed, I'd say is probably like a DC 14. For if he rolls higher than a 14 on Dex, then he is. That's a 19 on the die.
Reasonable.
So he lands at sort of a kneel and is able to
This
catch
kind of makes
himself.
this kind of more funny,
Get
just
up.
like eye level with the peep.
Yeah, minimal fall. You don't take fall damage unless it's more than 10 feet.
Reasonable.
Or a really bad fall.
Like if your horse falls.
Then
You don't
tumbles
just
on
fall
horse.
off a horse, though. You get thrown off the horse with the force of 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
One does not simply.
One does not
Every
simply fall off
time.
on a horse.
Probably fucked up.
The closest we can get to being yeeted.
Jacoby, it's the Banan-knights' turns.
Ooh.
What? Don't.
I cannot.
Either you help bring them in, or you too will be tried for treason.
Yeah. That's basically
What
what's going
are
on.
their crimes?
We don't have time for that.
You are not permitted to be both judge, jury, and executioner. There is justice in this. There shall be justice in this lawless realm on my watch.
I said what I said.
Ugh.
Jacoby, what is obvious to you? What part of this is obvious? Are you making aggressive action against?
No, they're just
Bananas
like
now?
trying to get the fighting to stop fully. Like they're not picking a
Jacoby's-
side. There's like,
Jacoby's
quit that
law.
shit.
Jacoby's
Stop
law.
it! Stop that shit right now! I'm not having it!
He's not going to waste his action at the moment remounting the horse, as the horse is also getting up right now. The nearest threat to them.
I will say they did like very forcefully unhorse him, so that could be interpreted as an aggressive action, but like it was really just to stop the whole slashing bit.
They toss, they plant their lance and pull their arming sword out, their knight's sidearm, which is just a long sword, and take a ready to action.
Whew.
The other Banan-knights, the one from the archer on top of the hill will fire down at Percy, who is in clear sight, and gets a 4 on the die, so that's a miss. Chiquito angrily will throw his little tiny spear at you, and that's a 14 to hit.
That's a 14 for armor class, so if he meets it, he beats it. Yeah.
Beats it. It is a d4 divided by 2. So 3 and 4 is 2, so you take 2 points damage.
Ouch! It's literally like just like a toothpick.
He hits you with something about the size of a fucking
Like a pencil.
a shish kebab skewer worth of spear.
Oh my god. Can I have a pencil?
That is 1. That is 2.
Yes.
There's the waist. I got one.
They're not quite quick enough to get defense up on Percy. That's a 19 to hit with the, is that the glaive or the broadsword? That's the glaive. The glaive is a d10 worth of damage. That's a 4 plus 2.
Isn't Sir Limey taking
6.
the protect action?
Yes, actually. Let's
Uh-huh.
reroll that. That's a 2. That misses. So that misses on Percival. The broadsword for sure will just pivot and swing here, and so will the other arming sword. There is non-defensibility there. That is a 14 plus to hit and a 12 plus to hit. Those are both going to hit. The broadsword is 2d6 plus strength, and a arming sword is 1d10. That's 3, 4, 5, 10, plus 2 each is 14. That's 14 on the acorn squash. Who already took 2 points of damage, not 12. My box is silly. 14, so that brings the acorn squash up to 16, which is to say, you have your bonus action, which remains. It always exists. And they'll come back on a overnight short rest. This one is the bleeding condition. Under
Oh
3.
no.
It's only the awkward minis.
It's only the awkward minis that are taking damage. It's only the big honkin' minis.
Big ol' honkers.
Big ol' honkin' minis. That's
Big ol' honky
2.
boys.
Yeah, that's the amount of damage those fellers take. I am incorrect.
Oh.
They are bloodied. They are at less than half health with 16 points of damage taken.
Acorn squash, man.
Not great. As pumpkin guts flow out from beneath their body from now 3 slashes into their form. That is all of the bananas for this turn. We do have a readied action here. Covenant.
Well, mechanically, the best thing to do is while he's being pinned down, sneak attack him a second time. However, Flavor Flav, the best thing to do is hit him with a beam of judgment from his god. Beam of judgment, which I can do, and he can't.
I
So,
believe if that is a dex save, if you're prone, you have disadvantage on that.
oh, excellent.
I might want to check that. I'm gonna check that real quick. But
We don't have to worry about him being
remember
prone. He had a turn, so he got up
Exactly,
and then
that
readied his
too.
action.
Yeah.
All right, blasty, sacred flame.
He wasn't
Flame.
in that first place.
13 dexterity.
13 dexterity save. They got a 13 on die, but they are a knight build, which means they don't dex in favor of strength. So that's a 12 instead of 13.
Excellent. A more piddling damage than normal by 4. And cunning action to flip back into hiding.
Fantastic. Roll another hide check. For
15.
Got it. That is 21 points of damage, if I am not mistaken. Yes.
Was that your beam of light?
Just my beam of light. Oh, that, by the way, was the signal for the stanky husband.
For everyone to show up.
Stanky boy.
Stanky boy. Big old stanky. Stank it up.
Some of my stuff is stealthy. Some of my stuff is a literal beam of radiance from the heavens.
Cardinal, still hiding.
Hiding.
Bright, but hiding.
Where could I be? Maybe
Maybe.
within 30 feet of that.
Let's go ahead and put in. The gourds, now that they are armed, it is their fucking go of it.
Oh boy.
This gourd doesn't have anything threatening to it, so it will approach Clovis and make a big old honkin' swing. That's a 15 plus. They're going to beat that AC of 16. They do great sword damage. Not great sword, great axe damage. And they are a large sized. That is a paltry 2 plus their strength of 3, which is 5. That's great. That's not super great. Could be better. Could be like 12 points better.
It sure could be.
That does proc someone coming within range, which was the ready to action for Clovis to strike back. So Clovis makes an attack against them.
Damn it.
That's a 15. They're using an arming sword, so it's only a D10. They do 7 points of damage to. Oh, Podrick has been unscathed.
Oh.
Podrick the pumpkin is doing okay.
Good job, Potty.
Just
You got this.
A slice comes from Clovis on that in a ready to action. The other 2 pumpkin folks. There's no fucking way on the planet that anyone here is going to pretend that this is all a Baldian at this moment. So Percival casts a spell at Clovis. Clovis succeeds. So instead of receiving 2 of these, I'll have to find them. Receives only 1. So I'll find that when it's one of y'all's turn. A enervating energy of green Candian goo sprays towards them in a beam of magic light. This is not vegetarian magic that they are wielding. This is Candian magic.
Candian magic. He does have a
From that, it's clear that it is like this is sour
He's a
pucker
candy
magic.
pumpkin.
They got magic
I
here.
don't want anything that tells me what my spells are.
And Acorn will. That's the name, Acorn. Acorn will make a sweep on the bananas, trying to get. That's a hit, and then the next one at disadvantage. That's a nat 20 and a 4, so they only get one of those 2 swings. Actually, change of heart. The Acorn uses green flame blade on their axe.
Oh!
And with the same green puckering energy, is able to do a hit, which is 1d12 worth of damage. That is, once again, a paltry 2, plus 5 from the green flame blade, which both of those fellas receive. Let's see. We've got broadsword, which is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got regular sword, which is just the 5. And that's going to put... Finally, holy shit, finally, I could put it underneath the many in a very normal way.
Feels good.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Feels natural.
The broadsword takes 10 damage. That's a significant portion of their hit points. And so does the regular arming sword. And I can rotate this. And I believe next, it's Tangy.
It is me.
ASMR.
ASMR.
the time I return, I expect an answer.
Okay.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Listen up, let's see.
Meow, 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 meow.
We did it, kids.
I've actually never seen an episode of SpongeBob. But
Really?
I've seen like a couple of chunks of
It's
episodes.
not good.
It's like
It's not
one of those,
necessarily
like,
good.
you know, shows that make you suffer because of the awkwardness.
Yeah,
of, like,
yeah, absolutely.
I don't like high-pitched tones.
Yeah.
Boy, does it have a number of those.
It does. That's why I stopped.
Okay, might need that
later.
Yeah, it has high pitched tones.
It has high-pitched tones.
And that's a hella high pitched tones. He's
I like lots of other
exhaustion.
things. Tons of other stuff.
Exhaustion 1. If he had
Oh,
failed,
yeah.
it would have been exhaustion 2.
Ooh, jeez.
This is
That's no good.
enfeebling ray, I believe it's called.
Mm.
It was him. He was the answer.
The what?
Not Rami Man and answer.
I knew it!
Necron-nemenemancer.
Necron-nemenemancer.
Enervating ray. Make a
He was
save.
beating a dead horse the whole time.
2 fails. It cannot bring you past exhaustion 5, though.
Oh.
But it can bring you to exhaustion 5, which is half health, no movement,
Mm-mm.
unconscious.
Half
Yeah.
health, no movement.
It's not quite
Wait,
dead.
where is he now?
But-
What is he
He's
doing?
at 1.
He's at 1.
Yes. If he fails, it would have been 2. But it's not.
Disadvantage on all ability checks.
So all ability checks right now. The next one is disadvantage with attacks.
Whose turn is it?
Tangy, you go. And then afterwards, Kit Kat, and then Limey and the Tartguard.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna so I'm gonna dissonant whispers at Clovis.
Look at the fucking stack of rings on Clovis.
Yeah.
You really want to fuck with
Poor man.
so fucked up.
That-
He's not
3
having a good
crazy-
time right now. He really should have just said, fine, I surrender. But
He
no.
refused. Dissonant Whispers is
Took some awful decisions.
He made some dumbass decisions.
Wait, okay, so roll the hit with that or what?
I don't know Dissonant Whispers off the top of my head.
Oh,
Is it a save? You were just looking at it?
I
on your
believe
phone?
it is.
yeah, it's a save.
It's a save
So he's
versus
gotta make a wisdom save.
a wisdom save. Okay.
Or be afraid.
Be afraid.
Yeah, on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move as far as its speed allows away from me. The creature doesn't move into obviously dangerous ground, which is he's got attackers in all directions and also a fire pit.
Yes. Your spell save
I'm
is
successful.
13.
Yes.
Roll 3d6. They get a 10.
1d6.
I got d6 here. You got d6 there.
6, 7, 8, 9. He takes 9 damage.
9 points of fucking damage.
Mhm.
Darn tootin'.
Okay.
It's one of my slots.
That is a whole slot as you do your terrifying spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can erase the reaction.
has forsaken you.
Alright, you don't need to get religious here.
There's your bulb now.
I'm gonna move now.
Ironically, right here.
Kit Kat! Tanji, would you like to make any movement? You are no longer hidden from where you are.
I'm no longer hidden. Yeah, I'm gonna run up. Let's see. We should probably wake Jacoby's brother up. So
He seems to be having an alright time.
he's okay.
If you wanted to.
He's so happy in there.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Fine. I'll leave him alone.
Well,
You
you
do-
I mean,
you
it
could-
would
could
be
wake him
wise.
up.
He's a pretty good fighter, however.
I am gonna have to go either like all the way around the tent or in the middle of that though. So I'm reconsidering that move. No, I'm going to stay put and I'm gonna give inspiration to Is Kit Kat?
Go ahead and put it on there with a mini. Sweet. Speaking of which, Kit Kat, is your turn. You are also
Kit Kat.
inspired.
I'm inspired.
You are inspired.
All right, with my inspiration, continue. Oh wait, no, I cannot do a feline agility until I've rested for a bit.
Correct.
So until
You
then,
can
I guess
move.
I can move. So I will do a normal movement
Mm-hmm.
up 30 more feet.
Make
And
that
it's-
acrobatics check.
How about?
Oh.
How about instead of pouncing up entirely, what I want to do is to like. Part of me wants to get my whip and like try to get the foot of Chiquita and drag him off the cliff with me because he's so small.
Oh.
And then I can grab him so that he's no longer a threat. And then also have the threat of like I could just drop you now.
That's also the most dramatic thing to do.
Yes.
That is
Which
the more
I
dramatic
eternally
thing to do.
Good. You will have to pull up here 5 of your 6 boxes of movement to be within range of the whip. But now that you
And
are,
he's so small, that's not a strength.
you
He's
do
so
have
small,
to.
it's
You do have to
scary.
nail it.
That with my whip. That's a 25 to hit.
So it hits for sure. It hits
And
little Chiquito.
it does hurt a little bit, only
much
like
damage?
a D4.
Okay.
It go oh
And then you'll spend your bonus action to do this pull,
yes.
which will be a
I
strength
mean,
check. You to pull.
Fucking dies.
yeah, that's a 1, not a natural one.
That's a 1 non-natural on strength. Chiquito is not having it.
What?
Chiquito refuses with an 18 on this
Wow.
strength check.
Wow.
Its will is iron. Its legs, not so much.
You whip it, wrap around it.
It hurt.
It
Actually-
grabs your whip and pulls it out of your hand
Actually,
from the
if you-
other
Ow!
end of it.
So traditionally, if you were a size category smaller than
Small.
the person, you have
Actually, we
disadvantage
might.
on such
Yeah, roll
things.
disadvantage. It's an 11 minus 2, so that's still.
Still
it's a
win.
9.
That was not a great roll.
Hey!
Takes the whip and starts pulling it up the side. Your cat instinct, seeing the whip sort of slap against it, you're like, give it to me. It's mine.
Do I have
I will murder it.
Do I have any opportunity attack on the whip as it escapes my grasp?
God damn it.
That's just with my claws. That's only a 7.
Okay, you
No.
bap the whip
I bap it. No!
as he reels it in to take your whip from you. Okay, this person moves here and here. These folks should make this. They can dash in here to close as much space as they can there. Actually, this one, ballsy dude, fucking full runs towards this way to actively stop that problem. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's in the fray. They're not looking to murder anyone. They are looking to defend people who are being attacked. Razzleberry makes a good. Razzleberry does something. Pulls in here and makes a strength check. Contested. That is a 17 plus for Razzleberry and a 6 plus nothing for the glaive. Razzleberry runs between the Tartguards and uses and tosses aside their shields while running past and fully bodies the banana. They are both prone and
Oh, jeez.
grappled
Oh, jeez.
at this point as he successfully bear mauls
Oh,
this fella. And with a 6 and a 2.
How can you read either of
Disarms
those
the
guys?
glaive.
They're so tiny.
They're small. They're real small.
Itty bitty.
That one is currently being wrestled with and is unarmed. Next up, Limey takes the defensive action and will stand direct in front now of Purse. And the Tartguard have all made their movements to become more helpful. Jacoby, it is your turn.
Moral choices.
Mm-hmm. So how's our banana knight looking right now?
Bloodied, bleeding, exhausted,
Scale
and mostly surrounded.
How close to death does he looking right now?
With the bloodied token being on there, less than 50%.
Less than 50%.
I didn't bother doing heavily bloodied because at that point we're getting so gamified. It's too
Yeah,
much.
that's reasonable. That's reasonable. Trying to. There's just. And Acorn Squash over there is looking kind of similarly.
Acorn Squash has 16 points of damage taken to them.
All right. So
Which I guess will give them the bleeding token. Oh, that they do have the bloody token on them already. Don't they? Yeah, they do, because that's more than half their health.
Okay.
Yeah, the Acorn Squash is looking rougher as opposed to Podrick, the pumpkin, who is looking better.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a cinematic way to do this as a Meep because, dear God, this is just straight up a giant marshmallow bird.
It sure is.
It is.
I'm just gonna lead into it. Jacoby's gonna kind of like try to run over this guy with the big old. It says hooves on the stat block, but that's not quite accurate,
That's
is
sure
it?
enough.
Alan.
Your little marshmallow Peeps.
Big old marshmallow Peeps. And nuts. That is no, I committed to the action. It is 4 to hit plus 5.
All right.
Plus, it's 9. It's not gonna do it.
You don't hoof them.
Nope.
Fair enough.
But
Any movement?
I guess like it's just gonna like try to like move it, just sort of dodges out of the way and like ends up on this side or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And just facing him down and says like, "Call off your men. You're not going to win this fight. I don't want anyone else to die this trip."
Make a persuasion check again. They're in pretty poor shape. I would not usually give this to you, but they're
Do
in
I
poor
get-
shape.
Not advantage. That's too much.
Disadvantage because you're fighting them.
Natural 20, but disadvantage.
No. Disadvantage, but advantage. They've been
Oh,
harmed,
I
so an
see.
advantage.
So natural
Disadvantage 'cause
20.
you're
That's
fighting them directly.
Well done.
22.
I can't do this alone. And it's clear that you are not looking to join them or to
No.
continue. You just tried to kick them.
I sure as shit did.
So it's clear that I cannot do this alone. And they throw their sword across the ground as it slides through the chocolate dirt of Can.
And
Rehide.
Kavanaugh, do you have the rope?
oh yeah, just taking a nap in the tent. Definitely not engaging. And yes, I did.
That is the end of initiative. Now we have.
Can I use prestidigitation to consume his body with a blob of like whatever Jacoby's made of?
Shape water?
Shape water? Shape blood?
It soils
I mean, to get him all sticky.
yeah, to just stick him to himself.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're talking about Clovis?
Clovis, yes.
I
Perhaps.
imagine-
I don't remember prestidigitation. Let's keep
It
in
is a-
order. We're not
yeah.
quite at the end of it.
You said you were done.
They are done fighting. They are at like 5 hit points.
If Sir
and
Pumpernickel's
are
gonna make any fucking
well
moves, we're gonna
outnumbered.
be very displeased.
Well outnumbered. Yeah, he surrenders. At the bottom of initiative, you called in with the flash of light. I just rolled initiative for
Oh no.
Punch and Gold and the Chocolatiers.
Oh my god.
We're here.
Yes, you would have done.
PG and Choco.
PG and Choco. PG and the Choco Boys.
And they will show up at the edge of the map. A smattering of PG and the Choco Boys. That's not the edge of the map, homeboy. That is. Erase this end of initiative thing. Clovis demands that they stand down.
Clovis is in no place to start making demands.
Talking to the Banan-knights.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Chiquito.
Yeah.
Chiquito refuses.
Oh
And
no!
Chiquito.
Chaotic evil.
Chiquito tries to use Kit Kat's whip against them and has never used a whip in their tiny life. So they very much miss with the whip. That would be the only person who is at all interested in still fighting there.
Only Chiquito chooses violence here.
Kavanaugh. We're not going to go very, very much longer, but there is perhaps one more complicated factor.
Mhm.
Kavanaugh,
Tell me more.
it's your turn.
Oh, I'm tying him up with my weirdly high sleight of hand check.
Uh-huh.
He said, immediately jinxing it. No, 26.
Whew. Just like a little bow in the back.
As he allows you to tie him up, he does not resist, but he says, I am confused as to why I'm being tied up. I did nothing illegal.
You attacked multiple persons in this
I did
camp.
not attack a single person who is not an outlaw.
It was mostly
They-
that you started violence and did not run it by the proper authorities.
I will accept these robes for comfort's sake.
Percival, by all intents and purposes, until you barged in, was a guest of the camp. You should have done your service of running it by anyone else in charge before creating violence in this here encampment.
By initiating an attack without my say-so, as the noble in this situation, you have defied my wishes.
With
You
all due
have
respect,
acted out of line.
you do not have authority over this party. You have authority as noble.
This is correct. In this camp, these people are my guests. So your action against them constitutes action against me. And I am acting on behalf of Her Majesty Sakarina Frostwick.
Whose lands we are currently in.
And I am acting under House Rocks.
Oh, so you intend to start a conflict between the Emperor of Rocks and his own daughter
How do you think that
by
would
not
go?
moving through the proper channels?
You might not know the dangers of these people.
Then it is your duty to inform me of such.
The next up in initiative is the Gourds, and with the statement that Clovis makes, there is sort of an ominous air that the Gourds have the upper hand right now. And if they wanted to exact vengeance on the Banan-knights for coming into it's very clear to everyone very quickly that the Banan-knights are on the losing side, and the Gourds, if they were to take advantage of that, could do so very quickly.
Jacoby's just gonna stamp their little peep feet at them, just turn around and like glare.
Have I been given my whip back from Chiquita, or are we still fighting over that?
It's like like two children fighting over the ends of the whip.
I am not strong enough.
Nor are they.
-1 versus -2 here. We're doing great. Amazing, fantastic.
There is a high tension in the air as they are still in battle mode. And
my way back.
in the background, there's that little squabble going on.
What are they gonna do? Are they looking to anyone?
Just by the nature of how they look, they appear menacing.
Fair enough.
Percival will part the crowd protecting them now that they are no longer in need of protecting.
Mm-hmm.
And grabs one end is still fine. The other end is on fire from the campfire.
Oh.
Javelin.
No, it's just like a log, like a thin stick that was and still is on fire.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And walks in a sort of unsettling way towards Clovis.
I will say, as a person who is directly in between them on the battleground,
Mhm.
Jacoby is not moving, and they're keeping a very suspicious eye on the both of them.
This is the pumpkin.
This is not a
This is
friend.
Percival.
Yeah.
That's
Jacoby is not
grabs a
going
stick,
to willingly stand
walks
aside
this
for
way.
this. They are
Okay.
they're a large creature currently, and
I'm
are
gonna
interposing themselves
Mhm.
between the two purposefully.
Intercept and tell him perhaps you would like to tend to the injuries of your men, and we'll discuss this military.
With all due respect. Let me finish. Percival stays a small breath away from the tied Clovis, who is looking rather indignant at being tied up and sitting on the ground.
Yeah. Jacoby's not letting him get within 5 feet of Sir Clovis.
Yes.
To be
Clovis,
clear.
your hubris and your hot-headedness has landed you in this position. Your integrity is not what is in question here.
Please let me finish. This is Percival, not Clovis. Their voices are very similar.
They're both very noble people, yeah, I guess.
There would be a chance, Clovis, that this would be your last day and would be at the hands of an outlaw. If you were in my position, I know what you'd do. But I'm not you. And he throws the stick back in the fire.
Just a giant sigh of relief.
Thank you. That's it. He goes and he sits on one of the logs that you guys had been interrogating the Gorgonites on before. Facing Clovis, there's this log that's here. He goes and he sits on that log and begins to tend to his lance wound.
De-escalation for the win.
Barreling into camp is pungent gold.
Oh no!
Ah,
Just this sigh of relief.
yeah,
And it's like,
the conquering hero whose arrival turned the tides by his very
nose
outcome.
just disappeared.
What can I do?
Oh my
You
god.
charging in was definitely
Oh,
the morale.
darling!
Yes.
You've arrived a bit too late for the squaffle, the scuffle,
Squabble,
I'm afraid.
Scuffle.
But would you like to help us interrogate this twice now, traitor?
Oh.
Come,
I'm not good with politics.
Well, I will teach you. You must learn if you are going to be a noble.
I thought I was just the king. Now I'm a noble too.
Yes, these are the same.
Don't worry. I'm your advisor. That
We are
means
now-
you do everything I tell you to do.
I bring him over to
Out of initiative.
Clovis, and I'm like, I show him how to like lift and pick him up.
Oh. I will say Jacoby is going to, like, I guess, talk to Sir Razzleberry and Sir Limey, because I was going to say talk to the Tartguard. I was like, no. Just be like, please keep an eye on Sir Percival to make sure that no other encounters are started within this camp.
It's a good idea. I wasn't really expecting this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So
Just like sweating bullets.
I would like to hotbox Clovis with punch gold.
Oh my god.
He's assassin stinky boy. Stinky boy.
Oh no.
So stinky. Ooh, so stinky.
Please don't do it in the medical tent. We need that to be a clean, hygienic area.
The
He's
bananas tent is
clean.
directly
He's just
behind. No, it's
smelly.
not. It's over there.
Oh. I also
He's
sleep
just
there.
stinky.
He just smells like rotten meat.
God, yeah.
I love it.
Ooh, so stinky.
It's a fairly big tent.
To really, but no, we want a small tent. Small
Tiny.
and as stuffy
Not the
as
bananas
possible.
tent. The bananas tent was the biggest because there was like 6 of them.
No,
Bananas
there,
tent's
he's
that
going
one?
in here.
Is it in the
with
boiling
Monsieur Punching Gold?
Nothing
one
is
here?
in the boiling sun. It is cold.
Okay.
Yeah. Reasonable.
You guys are in like the tundra.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yes, you hotbox anything in warm or cold.
Mm-hmm. Just like very tightly laced tent.
Just make a nice little warm spot in the tent.
Just a small
Um,
fire.
Are you trying to make me do like a stinky thing, or
You're intimidating him.
is it with the smell? I know what I could do.
Oh no.
If you want to watch, you can watch because you're my partner now. He falls to the ground and he starts doing push-ups.
Oh no!
And the stink starts to sort of waft around.
Oh,
Well,
oh
So
no.
you're very strong. It's very
it's a
intimidating.
lot of push-ups.
Mhm.
It's really getting it around
How's
there.
Clovis reacting to
She
this?
starts like coming out of the tent, just fuming.
That's the face.
Can we get the Tartguard in here to tickle him as well?
So,
The
Clovis,
Tartguard wouldn't survive.
I want to make this brief. I am assuming you do as well, yes?
It smells like shit and fucking here.
That's accurate, yes. So, we have a couple of fairly simple questions. I understand you believe you're working for the lawful authority in this, but we do as well. And it would seem that there is a conflict as to certain missives that have been sent.
Why is it that you claimed not to have heard of me or my house, and yet you are writing back and forth to your conspirators in a hand that was traditionally belongs to me?
You're telling me that I am not allowed to know my own penmanship from birth? Because we have the same one?
Who are you really working for? And I like, I tug Punch Gold a little closer to me. I get
Just
all
like-
up in his face.
I'm just imagining like Lady Marmalade like taking a seat upon like Punching Gold doing the push-ups, and he just starts struggling immediately.
That.
I'm used to chocolate kisses and
It's only
honestly,
make
babe,
us
you're a little on the heavier than the chocolate kiss. They're like 3 feet tall.
It'll only make you stronger, darling.
I don't know how many more of these I can do.
That's okay. Just keep going.
Yes, faster!
We want answers. Why are you destroying your correspondences? What are you really doing up here? What inheritance are you after?
I see trusting you and our family was a mistake.
I see trusting you has led us only to violence and more conflicts.
That sounds like hyperbole.
Oh, really? Because the first things that happened when I walked into your camp initially was attacking me and my party.
Regrettably.
And the first things that happened this morning when we woke up was another attack. Unauthorized, without any communications on your part.
It was an ambush. If you knew, you might have resisted.
You're ambushing me.
No. We were
That is the
ambushing
purpose
the
of
pumpkins. Your soft heart might have asked of them what they were doing, and they might have convinced you
I
that you
pulled
were on
100
their
gold
side.
sword out of my waistband and I pointed at him. And my soft what?
Oh.
Make an intimidate check.
Ooh.
At advantage because your boyfriend.
Yeah, baby! Or your husband.
13. Double 13. Intimidation plus 3 is 16. I point at him and I go, which one of us will bruise like a banana?
Ooh.
And I put just a little slice into his peel. Ooh.
Are we sure we're not chaotic?
Just like a slight scratch, just very small.
Just
Let's
Show
give
off
somebody
the-
who's literally lawful evil.
Lean in a bit.
I would.
They are
Yes.
silent, knowing that they could soon perish if they talk back.
I think Jacoby will look in from the doorway and say, if you had talked to us, and like just sort of like no-nos, like covering their mouth, there's like, if you had talked to us, perhaps in private off to the side, we could have arranged a more effective ambush, should that be the necessary case here.
If nothing else, they should not be trusted.
It's
I know that you do no longer trust me.
Why not? Tell us precisely what they have done to earn this.
Who? The
Personal-
Gords or me?
Both. Well, no, the Gords specifically. It's you. It's very clear what you have done.
The Gords practice dark magic here in these mountains.
Just unimpressed.
They seek things that they should not. They know things that they cannot. They have attacked too many a party. They have ended too many a life.
What seems...
And they are defectors.
What proof do you have of this?
the proof is not important.
The proof is important.
The laws which govern Fructera do not apply in Candia. Likewise, for these defectors, abandon their posts in the midst of a what's the name of the land? Not Comoda.
Comoda
Comoda is the
is the city. Calorum.
Calorum.
Spanish for calorie. Yeah.
A Calorum-wide disruption of the peace, an attempted overthrow of the very empire which you claim to serve. Their treason was against the pontifex, who had corrupted the government.
And the church.
That does not absolve the murders they have committed.
Oh, were they murders of reaction? Self-defense, perhaps, for your perilous failures?
I cannot speak on to what caused the murders, only that there were.
What proof do you have of this? I ask again.
I do not carry around the rotted corpses. But they were rotted when I found them.
Where, when, in what circumstances, in what manner were they found? You cannot simply throw these kinds of accusations around.
I have watched from a distance this Marquis perform fell necrotic rituals.
I just think they kind of like step back a little from that.
This is not grounds to justify your actions today or against me in the first place. These magics that created this land we do not understand, and we will not understand if we continue to impose Zibobian logic on what is clearly Candian magics.
What are they doing up here if not implementing their own rhetoric?
They are learning about the environment in which we are all here to survive and explore. You are not.
I already have shipped you. I haven't just.
Oh,
That's what we were talking about.
Okay,
we're
you
talking
look
about
like-
mini shit. I'm so sorry.
You look like Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I know, right?
Nice.
But yes,
We are.
almost out of time.
What do you know of what they seek? You speak as if there are sources of power here in this place that they know about and you know about. I think it is high time that everyone knows what we are dealing with.
I disappoint you, Kavanaugh. I do not know the specifics, but a vegetarian carrying dark Candian magics. My imagination goes out to what they could be looking for.
And it is your imagination which has landed you in this mess. So perhaps reconsider. I will leave you to think on what your alliances are.
And that's about wraps it up, guys. Yeehaw!
Woo!
Oh boy, we confirmed necromancy. Oh no!
What an absolute
Ah, jeez. Ah,
That's so
shit.
cool.
Oh, fuck.
fuck yeah.
I wonder what they made that giant chocolate thing out of.
The corpses
Ah,
of others.
no.
I bet it's the corpses of others.
Fucking
Uh-huh.
flesh golem, except the flesh is chocolate, which makes it really indistinguishable from the clay golem. But that's a metatextual question.
Metatextual question.
Oh god.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. It's the longest session we've ever had. Very exciting. And we'll see you next week with, God, I don't even know what's next.
Uh-huh.
That's
Woo.
tears. We know it's tears.
Interrogations.
Shifting of